Hello, and welcome back for our next episode of Welcome to Madison, where everything is going to go great, and nothing will go wrong, and everything's normal, and we're going to light a cornfield on fire. Um, it's going to be fun. Yes, welcome to Madison. Um, Before we get started, though, I'm going to say a little bit about our sponsors and then let everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll go into it. So first off, sponsors. I'm going to get the links here in chat. First of which is Fundamental RPG. It's the system that this game is running on. Book looks like this. You can pick up your own copy on Amazon if you want the physical book, or if you prefer a digital copy, you can get that at coffee.com/raven/shop. Like it says at the bottom of the screen, just add /shop to the end of that. You can also pick up Intrepid gear at that same website, which is adventuring gear for real life, apparel and accessories and drinkware and stuff like that with a tabletop or adventure theme to it. And then finally, Die Hard Dice, which are incredible dice. They sell polymer and metal dice and a bunch of other accessories and things like that. You can pick up your own set at dieharddice.com. They sent me this really nice Spellbinder Fey Queen set, and it is absolutely my favorite dice set out of all the ones that I have, which is saying something. And then again, if you go to dieharddice.com and use the code BlackFeatherJune, all one word, capital B, capital J, you can get 10% off of your order. And then finally, if you want to catch up on this show or other shows on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. And I did get an update yesterday that all the new shows are up on the site now, so you should be able to watch absolutely everything that we do on the channel now. So go check that out after this. Before we jump into the action, like I said, we'll let everybody introduce themselves, starting at the top left with Leland. Tell us a little bit about Jason and yourself.
Oh, sorry. I was leveling up
No
because I
worries.
remembered that I needed to do that. Anyway, I am Leland /Leopold the Just. You can find me on Twitter at Leopold the Just, Facebook and Instagram also. And I am playing Jason Gray, who is a cultural anthropology PhD candidate who is here in Welcome to Madison working on his dissertation about small town Americana and the microcosm within. Maybe that's even the name of the book. Let's see. Total nerd. But yeah, he's cool. All right, I'm done. I'm always bad at this.
No
I love your
worries.
faces, and I'll see you next time. Oh wait, that's Philip DeFranco's show on YouTube. Sorry, I just copied someone else.
You're good. Looks like I'm next. I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which is my brand for all the various things that I do, most of which are tabletop related or at least adjacent. You can find all my stuff at my link tree, which is linktr.ee/the Raven, just like it says below my face, is the spelling for the Raven. And of course, that's also my Twitter right below my face as well. And then I play Dick Belleroux. She is a private detective from New Orleans, Louisiana, with quite the history in supernatural investigations, running into various things like that, and was coming to Madison for a vacation away from all those things. Just, relax and have a normal vacation away from all the stuff that she has to deal with all the time, and now the sun is out and we're setting fire to a cornfield, so it's going great. She's having a good time here. But yeah, that's me and my character. Next we'll hop over to Josh. Tell us a little bit about Garther and yourself.
Garther is a very visually very stereotypical looking classical hobo. He looks far older than he probably is. He's crotchety, but he's also friendly, and he's, once again, head to toe, very classic, fingerless gloves, surly demeanor. What was the other thing we're supposed to do? Or was that it? Oh,
It's a
and I'm
little bit about
also
you as well.
yeah, I'm thrown off a little bit because I'm also leveling up because I didn't know we were supposed to. um, but yeah, same thing I say every time. If you want to hear more of me and my kids and their friends, we have a thing called Teenagers and Troublemakers. It's a podcast. You can Google it, find us everywhere you listen to podcasts. And for a personal thing, I published a thing on DM's Guild, which is Mage Duel Rules for 5th edition. If you can download it for free, tell me what you think about it. And other than that, that's it.
Awesome. Next, we've got Rand. Tell us a little bit about Lachlan and yourself.
Hi, I'm Rand, and I leveled up before we started the stream, so I'm good. I'm playing Lachlan, who is a cocky musician who's in way over his head and not having a great time. We've discovered that apparently he's super into horror movies because he keeps recognizing the genre stuff and being horrified and more horrified. And also he's scared because he's surrounded by armed Americans and the only harmless one disappeared into a cornfield. Never came back. So he's not having a great time. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Awesome. Next, normally we would have Emily here playing Ben. Oh, who's in chat. Yeah, unfortunately having some internet issues. Hoping those will get fixed and she'll be able to hop in here at some point. But in the meantime, go check out her Twitter at Timberdoodles. And then we'll hop over to Nikki. Tell us about yourself and this really cool world that you've put together for us, and take it away.
I am a cornfield. No. Why do I always do this? I'm like the worst at remembering what to say.
No worries. It's the heat of the moment. It's just all the thoughts go out of the head. It happens to me a lot.
Yeah.
I've said all these things a billion times. It's the only reason I'm any good at it.
Well, the town is only, you come across the town on a train. Well, this group came across on a train that took a really long time, and it's just a small town. I don't know what state, what county. It's a little bit creepy. Well, supposedly, but it's just normal. Normal, happy town.
Is it?
Could be.
I can't believe you're lying to our viewers like this.
Follow me on Twitter at NickCool, and when we last stopped, everybody was trying to get out. They were I think they'd all gone into the kitchen except for Cecilia, who is part of the core now. Is that correct?
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
One with
actually, yes. You were missing a party member who you all think was using the phone. And how about we, Leland, tell us what your guy has been up to.
Oh, well, I just took a quick trip home. No big deal. Listening to some Beatles records. Reading books about
on
reading
vinyl,
books,
of course, right?
Yeah, reading book. Okay, of course, yeah. Reading books about wayward travelers. The usual. just a relaxing day. Yeah. Also, how did I get there so fast? And where am I? What is going on? Help me.
Actually, you just found yourself at the train station.
Yeah. Well,
and you were able to get on a train to go home.
My character thinks he might be having some memory issues.
Yeah.
He needs to get looked at the
There was
neurologist.
a lot of cans of beer beside him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's been drinking a lot of beer lately. He's been trying to cut back on the carbs, but obviously he, failed in that.
But he's probably been home for a while, like a week or two.
Yeah. Yeah, just had me a little mini vacation.
Yeah, and what you take, like, do you find your own places to study, or do people come to you?
I generally just do research. Sometimes people, sometimes maybe I get suggestions from the like the higher up, or maybe from some of the professors that are mentoring me. Maybe I get suggestions from them. Maybe that's how I found this place, was a suggestion from one of my professors.
Okay, could that professor have called you after a couple of weeks to see him at his office?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. When you go to the building, when you get inside and up the stairs, there is a hallway, a long hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and the door behind you closes, and
That's weird.
it's a hallway that looks a lot like the tunnel.
Oh, okay, that's weird. Yeah, I definitely need to see the neurologist. Possibly someone who works in psychiatry. Yeah, so I'm gonna go down the hallway. I suppose.
It's going to take about 7 minutes to walk down the hallway.
Oh, it's a long hallway. All right, you
Yeah.
were right about how long of a hallway it was. Cool. So I go down this 7-minute long hallway, having a bit of a panic attack. At this point, my character's kind of, I would imagine, maybe not as disillusioned anymore by what just happened. Once he sees that he's in an impossible space, he's got that weird liminal space vibe going on, but like in real life.
Yeah, and there's a trap door at one end.
Okay, that's not normal architecture.
No,
I'm gonna
and it's not normal school architecture.
Yeah, I'm gonna utilize the trapdoor cautiously.
Okay.
I'm gonna look inside, maybe.
It leads you into a kitchen. It leads you into a kitchen.
All right. Are the lights on? Everything seems active. Like,
Yeah, the lights are on. What's everybody else doing?
oh, you're all in the kitchen. Okay, so I just, is it a trap door coming through the ceiling, basically?
Oh,
just
the floor.
The floor. I just pop up out of the floor like a Ninja Turtle, like
Oh, hey, Jason.
cowabunga, dudes. No, I'm like
We were wondering what happened to you.
You're not dead.
I'm
Garther, because are we like technically in the living room tour? He turns around, is surprised to see you.
It's just half of
and
me sticking out.
Immediately
of the floor,
grabs one of the children and puts the child between him and he's like, "What the hell? Oh, God damn it, man! Oh, sorry, kid. I thought you were a chair. Go sit back
Corey
down."
just looks at you. The kid you picked, this Corey, just looks at you like, "Do I look like a chair?"
I mean, you
I
just
wasn't going to
sitting there.
say anything, but
my character's just very confusedly looking around, like, and then just sort of like lets out a big sigh, and then just heaves himself out of the hole and shuts the trap door, and then just sort of like maybe steps on it a little bit just to see how if it's stable and everything, and real mostly.
Before you go to like step on it to close it, Luckily go, don't close it. We've been trying to leave, right? And he will turn to the other people in this situation, be like, and not get eaten by the corn.
All right. Did Lachlan catch me in time before I closed it? Because I would be in mid-close as that was being said. It was up to you, Nikki, I guess.
Okay, how can they roll against each other for that?
Yeah, we could say maybe this is happening at the same time.
Yeah, you could do opposing nimbleness rolls to see who's faster.
Yeah, because I'm just like afraid of what I just came from. Like I'm afraid of the experience, like and how it ended, and where I don't remember basically how I got to where I was and how
nimbleness. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my, I got my whopping +1. 4 versus 13.
Roll anything. Okay, yeah, 13 for me.
Yeah. So
think I
yeah.
get
So
that
you caught
first.
me. I very clumsily try to shut this door.
Yeah, so you keep the trap door from closing.
Yeah, I reckon I just slide like my work boot between the floor and the trapdoor, and it bounces off the steel toe.
Nice. Yeah. Sorry. The strangest thing just happened. How long have you all been? How long have I been missing?
Which
You reckon the
Strange,
strangest
don't
thing
say.
just happened? I bet our strange is stranger than your strange.
Maybe they're comparable, but how long?
We just saw a single mother get eaten by a cornfield.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely beats what I saw. But how long have I been gone though? That's an important question.
Like
Dick pulls out the
6 hours?
totally not cursed pocket watch and takes a look. About 6 hours.
I felt like
Has it been that long?
like
Or like a couple of hours?
Day-
Really?
Because it got dark around roughly a little bit before 3, and by the time now I think it's only like 4 or 5.
Okay, yeah, like an hour.
so a
Yeah,
couple-
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
in
right.
our time, yes, absolutely, it's been like 3 or 4 hours. But
That's right. We got into town, I think, around noon. That's what I think is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
It went dark around 3. Yeah, that's right. And that's when Jason went missing. And then, yeah, I think it's only been like an
a
hour
lot
or
has
two.
happened in just a little bit of time. Yeah.
Okay, so an hour. All right, we've deduced that I've only been gone for an hour. Then why in the hell do I feel like I've been gone for 2 weeks? Like literal days just passed where I just remember being on a train station and going home and just relaxing. And listening to Beatles records, reading a few books.
Of course you listen to the Beatles. Of course you do.
I normally actually don't listen to the Beatles that often. That's the kind of strange thing. I didn't know I had Beatles records.
When you say records, you mean like vinyls?
Yeah, vinyl records. Yeah.
You pretentious fuck.
Oh no, but the sound really. And then I go into like a spiel about how.
I mean,
how,
it is kind of it's sound quality, all that. Yeah.
All right, your character's like, listen, if I had,
They're
a
making
house,
a
there'd be a record
comeback.
player in it. The drunken hobo's like, listen, if I could
Admittedly,
power a record machine."
Admittedly, Dick will probably be like, I don't think they're like essential, but I do prefer them as well.
This is
actually
pure
prefer
roleplay
vinyls
on
also.
my part because I prefer vinyl, but Lachlan prefers
Yes.
MP3s.
MP3.
I also prefer vinyl.
So
but I'm
we
not,
just
like,
argue a
Sound
bit
stop.
about
Yes.
digital media versus what is it called? Whatever.
We don't have time for that. There's a sentient cornfield outside that's already eaten one
Yeah.
person. We found out that all of the girls in this town appear to have the same name. Like, there's a lot happening.
I mean, he went back home, lived a normal life for a few bits, and came back.
It was
Getting
2
a
weeks.
strong 1408 John Cusack feel out of this.
Honestly, I'm
Oh,
jealous.
yeah,
I
I've
would
seen that
love
film.
2 weeks off. I would love 2 weeks off from this bullshit, and Lachlan will just gesture with the nearest thing he picks up off the table, so like a ladle or something.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Maybe someone knocked me out or something, and it was a weird dream. That's the only thing I can rationalize it with. Anyway, yeah. So have we got?
We're in limbo. I said that before. We're in limbo. I've been there before. We're in limbo.
What do you think
Are
this is
you sure you
lost?
weren't just blacked out from?
I never saw that
consumption?
show.
Are we playing Limbo? The kids want to know.
No.
Oh, that game. Yeah.
Lachlan's gonna lean in to the other adults and be like, I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
Sorry, you're cutting in and out there, Nick.
Yeah, I lost
What
all
was
that. Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
Oh, I think the internet's or the Zoom window's frozen. Or
Oh dear.
No.
All right.
do we have you
All
back?
right, you're back.
Zoom
Maybe.
froze. We missed all of that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Silence.
And you're muted.
Oh, me? Sorry.
That's okay. The Zoom was super laggy, so we didn't really catch what you said. Could you say it one more time?
Sorry. Kids are asking if you're going to play Limbo, the game.
Oh, yeah. This is certainly creepy like Limbo.
I mean,
no,
kid, are you not at all concerned about your mother? Like,
Yeah, these kids are real chill about the fact that their mother just got eaten by a monster.
Like-
I'm concerned how chill
No.
these kids are.
No, but we're going to burn down the cornfield and get her back.
oh, so you,
but if she's in the
she-
cornfield, she's
is-
also going to get burned.
yeah, is your mother fireproof?
Oh no. Okay, we'll just have to cut it down.
Well, Jason, you look like the least
What?
threatening of us. Why don't you deal with the kids while we deal with the explosives?
Actually, the kids are talking about how to get through the cornfield because that's their plan is to, either cut it down or, get rid of the corn. They run over to Ben, who is working on a leaf, like messing with some things and his creamer, and start bugging him about it.
Well, they just ran off, so I don't think I'm gonna be babysitting.
Oh yeah,
Why
they're
would
like
you want me to
talking about.
It's,
Go ahead, sorry.
Ben's in the house as well, so
I'm sorry.
they're not that far.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not that far. They're just talking about their plans, which are very much what you'd see
Okay.
on like
Got it.
one of those crazy shows or a cartoon. They won't work, but that's what their ideas are,
Well, my
and that's how they're coping with it. Is they're planning.
Oh, got it. My character says, I've never had children before. I barely even owned pets. I had a hamster once, and it did not live that long. So why would you automatically assume I'm good at babysitting?
There are two heavily armed people here, right? Between Dick and Ben. Garther is the kind of person who gives children nightmares,
It's
and
not that bad.
I don't want to do it, so that leaves you.
It's intentional. I don't want them near me.
That's fair and valid.
I mean, Arthur just used a child as a meat shield, so
It is
probably
yeah.
not the best for
But-
kids.
I mean, okay. Yeah,
I'm going to get rid of them.
I'll do whatever the group needs me to do. Do we have any ideas? I just came through the tunnel. I believe this is the one that was underneath the cornfield. It appeared to be the same one. So maybe this is
Yeah,
our
Yeah.
It
7
goes different
minutes
places.
to a different part of hell.
Yeah. Look, if it's a different part of hell, maybe there'll be no corn there. Briefly.
Well,
long enough
maybe
for us
they'll-
to hotwire a car.
Aren't we trying to rescue a woman though?
She's gone. She's gone, Nerdo. Just leave her.
I mean, you disappeared and then she disappeared. Like, it seems to be a common theme around here. Maybe she'll
Maybe
just pop
she'll-
up and maybe she's on vacation for 2 weeks.
Maybe.
I'm still on board with the getting the car and getting out of here plan.
Yeah. Whatever works to leave, because I really don't know what's going on, and I don't think any of you do either, and that's not a good thing because we're supposed to just be in a town, right? Like a normal town.
We figured a few things out. I haven't had time to assemble one of those cork boards with the red string, but we got a few clues.
Yeah. What were they?
You know,
Yeah, what were
Stuff.
they?
there's the watch that Dick has. There was a chest full of like old-timey clothes and like witchy shit. Like, you know, the kind of shit you find in a new age store where all of the hot girls hang out? Like that sort of deal.
Yeah. I know the place.
And then there were like a bunch of deeds. I stole one. To like land in the area. We met like an angry guy who was convinced that he could call a train on demand.
Okay, so I'm gonna suggest you get one of those cork boards like you were talking about, because this does not seem coherent. Like, and maybe those strings will help you figure that out.
No, I
These don't
think
sound like
it's
clues,
just
these
you.
just
I'm
sound
pretty sure this is all very coherent. You guys understand what I'm talking about, right? And he'll turn towards Garther.
But how does it tie together?
Yeah,
What does
followed
it
the whole
mean?
thing.
You're just listing random events. They don't seem like clues. They don't.
No, they're definitely clues. It's not my fault you can't follow it. Everyone else in this room understands what I'm talking about, so the problem is with you.
Okay.
Dick pulls out her.
I'm actually scared of him right now. So yes.
Dick pulls out her camera and starts showing Jason like the pictures of the deeds and everything and other stuff that she's taken.
Oh, and I pull out. I have a phone. I have a note on my character sheet that says, "Look at picture of kid in phone."
Yeah, you took a picture of the creepy corn kid. Oh yeah,
Okay.
we found out
Oh,
that
yeah.
the creepy corn child's name is Madison, and maybe she's possessed.
Okay, so
Also,
I
the
would,
Dee's name is
And her
also
name is
Madison.
Madison.
I would like to pull out the phone and look at picture of kid, and tell me what happens. Because I remember to do that.
There's a dancing clown. No.
It looks like a kind of white and not fuzzy, wispy.
Oh, that's weird. Like
But there's no kid.
someone ran. Okay, all right. Well, maybe you can add this to your list of strange things, which I refuse to call clues. I show the picture off to everyone. When I took this picture, there was a kid there, and now it's
look.
just a white wispy thing.
Lachlan will look at the picture on the phone and then back at Jason, and then just go, "Wow, you're really shit at photography, huh?"
Oh, that's a sepia filter.
That I didn't use any filters. This did not go to Instagram.
Hashtag no filter.
I didn't get on Snapchat with it. Like, I promise you, this is just.
This.
That same creepy kid keeps showing up and asking us to follow her every single time.
Yeah,
Does Snapchat
so that
work
was
in
the
this
kid.
town? Because we could ask for help if Snapchat works in this town.
No, I just mean the filters. Anyway, but listen, the. So you're saying, yeah. What does the kid look like?
D, like a younger version of D.
Okay, so that
And they
is the
have the
person.
same name.
That is the kid
And
I
they have
took
the
a
same
picture
name.
of. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, okay.
I'm not following that kid because I'm afraid Chris Hansen's going to show up. So
Has that happened to you
am-
before?
no, but I don't need that. I don't need people I don't need my name associated with that in experience. No, thank you.
Which
It
name
says
is that, Gartha or Jason Grease?
You know what? I will tell them I am Jason Grease. Thank you.
Great. That's great. That's great.
Speaking
It's
of
like, oh yeah, I follow kids all the time.
speaking of these, she's just like having a panic attack in the corner.
You live here. You should be used to this, right?
No, she was hearing weird voices, remember? Look,
Yeah, I
will
heard
say
it
she's
too.
hearing creepy voices.
Oh right, follow the path, wasn't it?
Could
Yeah.
I go and try and calm her down
The very
Somewhere.
unclear path.
with speech?
Yeah, you can try.
Like make a speech roll? Okay. Would
Yeah,
that
make a
would that
speech
be
roll.
would that be the skill? I would think. Yeah. Empathy maybe would work. Oh, I have a really low.
Empathy would probably be a good one for that, yeah.
I have a low.
Yeah,
What,
yeah,
charm?
Try empathy. Because I don't know if you can do charm with her.
I got you. Okay, I'll roll empathy at a -3. A 5.
Get wrecked.
Oh, then I just give up.
When Garther sees that, Garther will be like, he'll kind of go, ugh, and he'll go over and try to help. He'll try to help Jason find the words to say to her. So, what can I also roll empathy?
imagine-
I would think so because I didn't have roll 20 yet like I should have. So yeah.
I only got a 5. So.
Okay, so you said I
Major
can go ahead
failure.
and help him by rolling empathy.
Yeah, I'm going to be nice to you all right now and say go ahead
Okay, thank you.
and roll empathy.
I'm just imagining Jason being like,
There we go.
"It's okay.
Did it
Your
work?
whole family's
I don't even-
probably not dead."
Yeah. Some of them may be ghosts.
Yeah, basically, all I'm trying to do is help Jason find the words because he doesn't actually want to deal with D right now. So
Got a 21. That's nice.
yeah. So what would I tell? What would I tell Jason? Be like kind of like behind him, kind of whispers. There's like sort of like that classic thing where you tell the guy what to say to the girl. Well, you gotta say this. Da, 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 da.
Just that
What would help snap her out?
that everyone's not going to die. The cornfield's not going to destroy
We'll be okay.
her and the town.
We'll figure out a way out of this. We'll be okay. So I tell him.
It's like I heard on TV one time say, "Think of the children. Won't you please think of the children?"
I'm not gonna say that, dude.
You didn't just hear that on TV once. You've heard that in real life too.
That kind of calms her down some, but she's going to be doing a lot of thinking while you all figure out what to do.
Yeah. So are we trapped in here? Is that what I heard when I popped up out of when you tried to keep me from shutting the door?
Well, there's an angry, murderous cornfield outside,
Okay,
full
so
of creepy children.
So maybe we should go back into the tunnel then. I mean,
That's...
maybe the tunnel will take us back to my house and we can hang out and listen to records and like drink some beer and possibly just accept the fact that we might all be dead.
I mean, usually I would turn you down, but the alternative is the horror cornfield. So sure, I will go hang out with you.
Yeah, let's see if we can go back to my house. I mean, the tunnel brought. Okay, so it was the weirdest thing. I went to go visit my professor to discuss some of the strange things I'd seen in Madison because I thought I had gone home. And then when I got there, I was in the tunnel that was under the cornfield. So I know none of that makes sense, but maybe here with everything in mind, maybe it makes a little sense. Maybe this place was just trying to bring me back somehow. That's what happened.
Well,
or you never left.
Yeah. Well, let's just see what's in here. Maybe. I mean, I don't have any other ideas.
Yeah, Lachlan will lift up the trapdoor properly again. He's just had it jammed over his boot the whole time. So he'll lift it up.
I have
Shall
this
we?
funny feeling that that Dick and Ben are like looking at all the flammable materials that they've gathered and out the cornfield and like, aw.
We'll just bring them with us. I'm sure we'll set something on fire later.
Ben, your silence speaks volumes.
Ben, you're so wise today.
Oh,
The
goodness.
kids are being kind of...
It's gonna just be one big idea once he opens his mouth again.
The kids are like asking a lot of dumb questions.
Also, they're
He's not saying
talking.
anything because they're constant. Yeah, they're
What's,
constant with the dumb questions.
I'm
What's one
trying
of the
to
dumb
like
questions?
answer them.
If two hats were fighting over the creamer, which hat would win?
None of what you're saying makes sense. I don't know.
Your
how to
mother
answer
might
that.
be dead. Why are you concerned with this?
The fedora, of course.
Because
And Dick
the hats
tips her hat.
because they're going to use the hats to like, and they start going on and on about some elaborate trap.
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn around and walk back over to the trap door and try to ignore that they even asked me anything because I have no idea how to answer it.
Oh yeah, they have lots of questions and plans that won't possibly work.
Yeah, and being
Dick's
such
just-
an educated character, my character just doesn't like it when he can't help people answer things because he wants to be a professor and everything. So he's just kind of flustered. Anyway, what we're saying, Dick? Sorry.
Dick just plays along and gives ridiculous answers back, and it just keeps them distracted and sort of ushers them towards the trapdoor as well, so we can all get out of here.
Yeah. Before we go into the trapdoor, I want to take Garther off to the side. Say, hey man, you have anything I can take the edge off with?
Let's see. On me at my purse, he lifts open his jacket, and so as of right now, he still has 3 small flasks of like various different flavored, like the really cheap little gin bottles or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I think that's great, cotton candy and mystery flavor.
It just has a question mark on the label.
Mystery flavor,
Yeah.
just like a clear liquid. I'll take mystery. It was always a good airhead.
Go right ahead. I'm actually surprisingly not in the mood to be drinking right now.
I just need. I'm a bit of a lightweight, so it's not going to take much. I'm just going to take a couple of swigs of his booze and then hand it back to him. And how do you drink this stuff?
He goes, well, if you drink enough of it, you can't taste it. So, he tightens it and puts it back in his pocket.
Then
More
I go over to the
importantly-
sink. Go over to the sink and like run some water into my mouth.
More importantly, what is the mystery flavor?
That's what I want to know. Don't hold out on us, man.
I taste hints of raspberry and tire. Just tire.
Dick might try to grab the bottle and take a swig.
Yeah, I
See
mean,
if you
Garther's very free with it right now. He's like, yeah, go right ahead.
Let's see
Raspberry
here.
tire.
That's a 10 for taste. Is Dick able to figure out what it is?
Yeah, what's the mystery flavor, GM, of this random booze we made up on the spot? We need this information. It's super important.
Yeah, you need to determine that and let us know.
Is she just sipping it?
Yeah, she takes a sip.
Okay. Probably just tastes like vaguely fruity gasoline.
Yeah, Dick's gonna hand it back
Maybe that's
like,
where the tire comes in.
Oh yeah, that's fruit flavored rot guts. What that is?
Blue raspberry, but it's not blue. It's not raspberry. It's definitely blue raspberry. It's just not
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah. Well,
It's
then, that was
chartreuse
disgusting.
raspberry.
It was a disgusting exercise in remembering cheap booze I've drank in my past, in my youth.
Everybody check your tongues. Have they turned black? Oh, wait a minute. That's Thunderbird. Never mind.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't gone chow chow mode. I think I'm good.
Let's get in the tunnel.
Yeah. Are you coming with us, D? This might be our only way to safety.
Yes. I don't want to eat and buy the corn in this house.
Good girl. Yeah,
no.
that's the way to do it. Don't get eaten by corn.
Yeah, we'll keep you safe. Just come with us. You might be able to help us get out of here, whether you know it or not.
So is everyone like going into the tunnel?
Mm.
I suppose.
And I say, speaking of, my partner and I do need a roommate. We have an extra room, and on our way down to the tunnel, I just start talking our ear off about how cheap Ren is and how awesome our jacuzzi tub is.
Man, if we get out of here, I'm going home. I'm getting on a plane. I'm flying back to Australia where this bullshit doesn't happen and nobody has guns.
And
And
if you need help paying for the ticket, I don't mind. I'll help you get out of here. I wouldn't want to be trapped here either.
oh shit, mate! If you're offering to pay for my ticket, go right ahead.
So even though you have, let me count how many people. There's a lot of people but it doesn't seem any more crowded down there. It just seems normal.
There's
Even though there's like
8 people total, including the kids.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Garther is hating every minute of this. He's like, we've already established we're gonna be in here for about 7 minutes and end up God knows where, and there's way too many people in here.
So you're saying it's spacious, even though that we've piled more people in? Like it somehow is like still feels spacious. Okay, that's weird. God, liminal space.
Dick keeps telling the kids like ridiculous questions to go ask Arthur specifically. Like, hey, go ask Arthur this question. He knows the answer. Go ask him.
They will, and then they're gonna
No,
ask
I
if
don't
they
know
can-
any ghost stories.
sorry, if they can grow more corn. And it's a kind that eats that.
No,
other-
I don't know what a Pokemon is.
So they want to grow a corn monster, to eat another corn monster, is what you're saying?
Yes,
Oh Lord.
that doesn't like people, but just likes to eat corn.
I I don't know any corn eating monsters, or have any corn eating monster seeds, or know anything about corn eating monster cultivation. So I
But
don't
didn't you
know.
say
Damn
you have
Monsanto.
You're a professor, right?
Yeah, but I'm a professor of anthropology, not botany.
I mean, in the Bible, wasn't there like skinny corn that ate fat corn and stayed skinny? I don't know.
I'm not a biblical
What's-
archaeologist,
Hey.
so I'm not. I'm not sure, kid.
Are we there yet?
I'm hungry.
I would love to turn this thing around and go back home. But
We get
can't make
chicken
that threat.
nuggets.
Gotta pee.
I told you to go before we left your house. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't. Actually, I gotta go pee too.
Haven't eaten since dinner.
But you
Yeah.
ate dinner at 4 p.m. and apparently
You ate all the bread. How much more carbs do you need?
That's where kids
I
get
know,
all that
but I'm
energy, is on the
hungry.
bread they eat.
Dick breaks out that bag of Swedish fish and shares with the kids.
I love those in real life. I want some.
Me too. There was a bag of them at the general store, and Dick's
why
just like,
we stole
"Yoink."
them.
And
They tell you all about how to.
Dick paid for it. She left money on the counter. But yeah,
They tell you
she's
all
just
about
sharing-
how they want spaghetti, which is their favorite, and that they
Sorry, what was
use
their
their
favorite?
favorite cups. Spaghetti, which is what they had.
Oh yeah.
You know, she offered you all spaghetti. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they tell you all that was their favorite, and their favorite cups, and how much. You know, they're just really drive home the point that he's a nice person.
Hi.
Yay!
Oh my! Ah, he grabs another one of the kids. Jesus, man.
Lachlan would just turn to Garthra and be like, "Now I know you didn't think it was a chair that time."
No, it's just, you were so quiet for so long. Go back to being annoying, kid. Oh wait,
Great.
everything went quiet for a second. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
So,
Well,
welcome, Ben. Can you
We're
tell
in
us
the-
about flamethrower?
Flamethrower.
Sorry, what? That cut out a little bit.
Flamethrower that you made.
Yeah, so Ben took a leaf blower. He had that non-dairy creamer, which is incredibly flammable. Happened to grab that propane torch, which he duct taped to the end of the leaf blower to use as a pilot light. Grabbed an empty milk jug, which is now basically the ammo holder for the non-dairy creamer, and attached it to the leaf blower to feed.
Uh-oh.
oh dear.
I think we lost you again. We got to the leaf blower to feed, and then it cut out. If you can hear us. Zoom is
Dun, 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 dun.
struggling tonight.
It really is.
They did say they were having internet problems earlier.
Yeah,
Maybe,
but
that just-
traditionally, it's me having all the internet problems.
Well,
Yeah.
you've been incredibly stable. I'm proud of you. And your internet service provider.
Surprisingly.
Just like, I'm proud of you.
It's like, thanks, man. I went out there and dug a
Oh,
trench
no.
myself and laid
Lost
some
her.
fiber optics. Ah,
Yeah, that's what I would do it if I was given instructions.
Oh no, I absolutely would too. Yes.
And
The
just
pen speaks up for like 2 seconds and then goes silent again.
I guess Ben's back in contemplation mode.
the kids are giving him a bunch of questions again.
That's what I figured. It was a deep pointless conversation.
Well,
Has it been 7
endless
minutes
tunnel.
yet? Have we met the other end of this tunnel to hell?
It is a yes. When you go up, you have to. There's a rug over top of the trap door. But once you get past that, it's like a office
Interesting.
that basically recognize because it's the professor's office.
Yeah, this is where I came from. It's apparently still here, so this is actually the professor who sent me here, or at least gave me the suggestion to do my research here. So maybe he has some insight.
So we're now where you live?
Where are you from?
This is the university that I am currently studying at and getting my PhD at.
And that would
University
be
And what university is that?
UCLA.
So now we're in California.
Yeah, I think.
I've always wanted to go to Los Angeles.
it's better than Madison.
I would believe that.
I've come to realize that everywhere is, based on all of the strange things that have happened to it. But
They started asking about going surfing and if they could get a surfboard and surf it over the horn to get them
yeah,
on.
yeah. I know of a surf park we can go to. That has a wave pool. They
So
can
do
put
we
it on
just-
kiddie waves. And
Like, have these kids now? What do we do with this? Lachlan will just gesture at the 2 children.
well, not it.
Not it.
What are we not eating? Sorry about that.
Adopting these children. Listen,
I
one of
mean,
us
I
has
was just
to.
gonna tell them to go back where they came from. Like, go back and fight the cornfield.
Go fight that corn monster you keep talking
Go
about.
right ahead.
Good luck. Here's a machete and 9mm.
That's the luck.
Machete and-
We're forgetting none of us are the parental type. Huh?
that's our standard issue American 9mm that we get when we file our taxes. Beginning of every year.
Yeah, Dick's gonna just move into the room and start looking for like a window to see if she can see outside.
No windows. But there's like bookcases and a nice desk, rug, comfortable chairs.
Professor McCarthy, are you here?
There's no answer.
Is there a computer on the desk?
Yes.
I would like to go turn on the computer.
Bleep,
Everybody,
bleep, bleep.
like, check your phones.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Dick will check her phone too.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, I don't have one, but you know, the rest of you.
You can check mine with me, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's still the same. Nothing's changed with the phone.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, that's not good.
Do you reckon this is like a fake room?
I don't know.
I think this is not actually California.
Can I do a?
I mean, a nice rug, nice chair, nice desk, no window. That doesn't add up.
Mm-hmm.
Can
I mean, is
roll
this guy
perhaps-
tenured? Because if he's not, it might make sense.
Oh yeah, he's definitely tenured. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to roll. Can I roll a gut feel? I'm very bad at this, but can I roll a gut feeling check about, like, does this feel like his office?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I mean, is it like? everything feel normal about it? Is everything in the right spot? Oh, a 2. I'm rolling super hot tonight.
Oh yeah, it's his office. It's his office.
Yeah.
Just like you remember.
Garther actually wants to go through his desk or anything else, just looking for useful things. What should I roll for that?
Let me see.
Like he already figures it's not real, but there might be something that's useful for what they're doing. He's looking for literally anything that.
Is there a bookshelf in this room?
Yes, a couple of them.
Lachlan will try and point Garther towards that and say, "Can you check if the books are like real?"
Yeah, I can do that too. Let's see here. He starts pulling. Yeah, he just starts grabbing books and just yanking them off the shelf and like flipping through them real fast.
Yeah, I guess we're all just sort of frantically going around.
Yeah, we're like a couple of mobsters that are like flipping a room. Like, hey, is there any
Where's the merchandise?
Yeah.
Is a bunch of books with there's a bunch of puzzle books with like mazes and stuff.
Garther throws those at the kids. There.
There's one of those little Zen pens on the desk.
Ooh, highlights.
So not really anything you would find in like an anthropology professor's office.
Not in the desk. On the shelves are books about. There's mythology books on the shelf. A lot of Greek mythology, some like books from Yoruba.
There's definitely a few books by Karl Marx up there. That's where I get a lot of my no. All right.
Ben would approve. Thumbs up to that.
Yeah, that's where I get a lot of my character gets a lot of his socialist ideals from this professor.
How's your praxis though, or are you lazy? Ben will judge you on that.
There's also like American mythology books, like with folk tales and stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
But this stuff doesn't match up with what Lachlan would
mythology. Correct.
With what Jason would expect to be in this office. Like it's not quite right.
Maybe the American mythology ones.
Yeah.
But like the Norse and Greek and the Yoruba stuff, that's probably confusing to him. Would it be, Jason?
Yeah, no, definitely. He's he would have a bunch of boring college, like long, really wordy college textbooks about like cultural analysis and Marxism and all sorts of stuff up there normally. With maybe a few books about like the effects that myth has on like, culture and stuff like that. Maybe like some sort of overarching like the myth of the human mind or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, usually not like a full on like book detailing like stories of various myths.
Yeah, once I was gonna say once Garther realizes that the books are real, he's gonna actively look for something that's connected to like mid-America, haunted cornfields. Like he's gonna do his best. Like, oh, is there actually something here that matches what we've been experiencing?
Okay. There's going to be a need to roll for that.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with it. Just tell me what to roll.
Don't forget to look up that witchy shit we found too. Lachlan will say helpfully from behind the computer.
Well, yeah, education might be.
I mean, I'll roll it. Yeah, I can roll education. I can roll. Let's see what else we got.
Ben is gonna want to look too. Like he's actually gonna want to look for maybe like a town that disappeared, maybe, because it seems like this town is nowhere somehow.
Yeah, exactly. So is education what we're rolling, or?
Yeah, education for both of you.
All right, see what we get. Ooh, not great.
Hey,
Hey,
Okay, all you see, Garther,
Uh,
sorry, I have to remember names.
It's a
it's
13
fine. It's
for
fine.
Gar-
It's not a real name, so it's fine.
it's a 13 for Garther and a 25 for
Yeah.
Ben. I just want to
Okay.
call it out for the captions.
Thanks. Garther, you see a lot of books about Greek mythology, a lot of books of Norse mythology, and
He's not finding anything about America specifically. He's like,
No.
this isn't good. This isn't good. He finds something about Canada and the Wendigo. He's like, no, or not about cannibals.
he could find a R.L. Stein book.
Excellent.
Like
Say
fiercely.
cheese and die. That's my favorite one.
Dead Camp Lake.
But Ben, is it Ben that was looking?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, you will find, you got a really good role, so you will find a book about not towns that disappeared, but well, towns that are not list, like towns where people ran away to, that are somehow not in history books.
Sorry, towns where people ran away to. That
Like-
one.
Like there's some legends that have towns where like runaway slaves would run to. Like they'll make their own little town, their own little community.
Yeah, be self-sufficient. Yeah.
They'll find stuff like that, stuff about just self-sufficient towns, about people just disappearing. So a lot of stuff like that they find.
Is there a door to this office?
Yes.
Dick's gonna go try to open it and leave the room and see what else is out here.
Okay. When they walk out of the door, they walk back into the room.
Yeah, they're gonna have some fun with this. They just keep walking back in and out, and then like leaning halfway in and out, and just watching, basically playing portals with the door.
The kids are going to follow you.
Speak for yourself on fun. That ain't right. I do not like that. I do not like that.
And they're going to like
It's not
jump out and scare each other.
With the computer, did I get any joy with that? Like, what happened
No.
when I turned it on? It just didn't turn on.
Minesweeper and Solitaire.
There's nothing else
The
on
classics.
this computer. Just
Not even
Minesweeper
free
and
cell?
Solitaire.
No. Oh, the screensaver's a maze.
I only,
Of course it is.
play Spider Solitaire.
But does it? Does it run Doom?
It can.
Doom 95.
Is it a
I brought my
corn
floppy.
maze?
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
I'd actually, this may be completely off base, but I'd kind of like to pick up. You said there was a book of mazes. I'd like to flip
Yeah.
through and check. Are they all the same maze?
Yes.
Is it the same mazes as on the screensaver?
Yes. All of the mazes in the book are the same. In the different books where there's mazes and the screensavers, the same. And I'll give you this. When you look at the little Zen puzzle thing, the Zen garden, that's also the same.
Ben, you're the person who I think has the most like stable perception of reality of our group. Can you come just double check what I'm seeing?
He does right now. Yeah. What'd you find?
All these mazes are the same, and like Lachlan will have torn like the mazes out of the book and lined them up next to the computer screen so that they're like next to each other, and then like the Zen garden like in front of it. It's been like, these are all the same. I'm
Ben-
taking one of these to that cork board, and he'll like take one of the torn mazes and fold it up and stick it in his vest pocket.
Ben still has that book in his hand, but he's gonna wind up looking for a Madison or mention of any of the founders or anything like that. But for now, he's gonna take a look at the mazes and confirm that they are in fact the same.
Dick's taking pictures of the mazes.
Ben's also gonna look at the mazes and see if there's any match to the tunnels that they took. See if all roads lead to Rome, or the bed and breakfast, so to speak.
Well, the thing
Any-
about the tunnels is that they all were just like a hallway.
Straight
and
lines. Yeah, all
yeah.
straight lines.
There were no turns or anything.
Huh.
I would like to solve one of these mazes. Like, I will just draw on it in pen and solve the maze.
Okay. It's you don't need a roll for that because it's going to be easy.
Yeah. No, I just, in case we run across this maze later, I want to know which way we need to go to get through it.
Okay. So you,
Yeah, that's smart.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a smart idea. The maze has like, oh my gosh, it's got like a lot of little false
Ends.
stop.
Yeah.
You know, I can speak.
Dead.
It's okay.
ends.
I understand what you're trying to say.
It's a mean maze.
Yeah. I'll do the trick if you start at the end and then go backwards, and it's easier than starting at the start and going forwards.
But there's no. But 1 second, please.
I'm making a universal decision. Lachlan's really good at those dumb like newspaper games. Like he's fucking sick at crosswords and word searches and mazes. That's it. That's his secret skills.
Sudoku, just.
Yeah. He'll Sudoku a motherfucker. He doesn't care.
I'm going break.
God, I'm horrible at that game.
So am I. I'm role playing.
yeah, like Lachlan is good at it.
I
Yeah.
think this is her getting up if you want to go on break. Raven.
Yeah, we can do that. So we'll go on a 15-minute break, let people stretch their legs, grab snacks and all that good stuff, and then we'll be right back, and we'll find out what the heck's going on in this office.
No, we won't.
We'll be right back.
We will
Like, in
just get
conclusion.
more questions. We will get more questions to ask. We will not.
Lachlan's setting up like
Probably
a
that's it.
portable cork board full of crazy. He's ready to go.
Not a bad
Awesome.
Just
thing.
needs some
We'll be
string and
right
a
back.
surface.
Hey, and we are back. In the office that's not an office, but is an office and has a weird portal door. What do?
Oh, we've got this solved maze now, so I think we're going to be able to bust this thing wide open.
Yeah.
Has Jason had a chance to look at some of these books that the others were finding?
He can, yeah.
Okay, so do they look like some of the books I encountered while I was on vacation? Are they some of the same books?
Yes, some of them do look really familiar.
Okay, yeah, because I remember the message you sent me said I was reading some books about. Let me pull up the
Yeah.
message.
Also, since you really honed in on the beetle,
Yeah,
that's like a record in
got it.
there.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Specifically, books about you mentioned myths about missing travelers.
Yes.
Okay, that has to do with the towns. You were ghost towns. When I guess ghost town is a town that's depopulated. That wouldn't be a ghost town.
I mean,
yeah,
it
no.
kind of is a ghost town because we don't see people half the time.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
What I'd really like to know about
Goodbye.
is
Yeah.
if we can find any myths that are like, where do people go when they disappear? Like that kind of a vibe. Like, because a lot of places will have like an explanation for that, right? So,
Right, but you see just the books about the just what I already described, and lots of those mazes everywhere.
I mean, Ben did find a book that that Jason might be very interested in.
What was it specifically about?
It was it's about towns that legends of towns that runaway slaves ran to make kind of self-sufficient communities, and a lot of people kind of disappeared.
Got you. Okay. So okay.
And he was going to kind of look through it and see if there was any mention of Madison, the person or the town, or any of its founders.
we had a photo of the founders, right? Were they like black or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just going to have him look through the book for any of that. But he'd probably, kind of show it to Jason too, since it's his, quote unquote, his office.
Yeah. No, this could come in handy.
Roll education for that if you're going to help Jason.
What do you want me to roll with?
Education.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Do you want me to roll as well?
If you're helping, yes.
Okay. Ooh, nat 20, 29. So 39 total for me.
Wow.
Let me see what this other one is. No, the nat 20 is great. I just want to see what the other roll is.
It's a 15.
Okay.
We got a 15, which is an easy difficulty, and mine was an impressive difficulty.
Okay, so you look through it and you find a chapter on just people who have disappeared. Like, I don't know, it's just this weird book about people who have disappeared, apparently. And Jason, you find a story about a group of travelers who wanted to just explore, to find another place to live.
Mhm.
And there was a group of 5 of them that disappeared. Like they were never seen again.
5 of them. Okay.
There's no pictures, of course, but it's like just this old book with stories about creepypasta stories.
Got it. Did they have names? Were they give the travelers names?
They did not give them names.
Okay. All right. So.
But we have 5 founders.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay, I was just about to look at the picture. Okay. Yeah. I think this relate. I'm going to point out to him. I think this might relate to the people who founded this town, at least suspiciously. I mean, I mean, I know it's just a coincidence, but it mentions five missing people, and has to do with people going missing in town. So I don't know. I don't really know much more than that. My main question is: Are we trapped in this office?
Well, there's the trap door, right?
There's always the way we came.
Yeah. I mean, we could go through this door, which takes us, or we could go through this hallway, which is the tunnel. But then you said that that you all were trapped in the kitchen by the corn. So maybe we have to encounter the corn somehow.
Well, I mean,
Right.
we can burn the corn.
Okay, yeah, flamethrower, got it.
Yeah, my
Alright.
money's on us not ending up back in the house with the corn.
But those
Do we reckon that
disappearances,
flamethrower's gonna work?
the flamethrower will work, and the disappearances. Well, okay, I guess I shouldn't say it will work, given nothing works right in this town half the time. But those disappearances, they didn't have a date attached to them, did they?
Yeah, I go and try and flip through the.
Yeah, it lines up with the however many years ago it was.
That they founded the town.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is it. It's got to be it. Okay. All right. Well, try not to have a panic attack. Calm down. This is a little much. Okay. Well, what do we do? Burning some corn? I don't know. At this point, I'm just like, fuck it. Let's just run in one direction and see what happens. I don't know. I really have no idea, and I really desperately want to get the hell out of here, and possibly save anyone that also might be trapped here as well. And I point to D.
And the kids
Yeah, and the kids. Yeah.
that were born outside of the town.
Oh yeah,
Who else?
Jason doesn't even know
Who
about
else, Josh?
Okay.
the funky timelines.
Yeah. I think Dick might spend a little bit of time catching Jason up on that part as well, which is basically like the person we talked to who got eaten by the corn.
Okay. I'm a back.
Welcome back.
Now I'm the DM.
They were they were saying that
Anarchy.
like what year it was and everything, and then it didn't quite line up. Like we're how many
10
years?
years. It was like
off?
10.
Yeah, we're like
The oldest kid is like 4 years younger than Lachlan is, but is 12, and Lachlan's like 23.
Oh. I
yeah.
gotcha.
So there's a big time discrepancy.
Yes.
Kids were born outside of the town.
Yeah. Okay. So they aged in two different timelines and haven't quite caught up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. More weirdness. Got it. Okay. Yeah. That just makes everything even more strange. Thank you for that information.
Hey, real quick, I lost connection right when you. So did we just did the answer get did the question get answered about whether the founding of the town matched what was on the deed? Or no, I'm sorry, the year was close to what the deeds say.
Yep. The year and the number of people, and
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, 'cause we still have-
disappearances.
We still have that one deed, so
Yeah. Well, is there anything else in the office that we find that's useful before we head back through the tunnel?
Lachlan is going to tear out the page in the book that says that, find a red pen on the desk, and circle the year and the 5 people like
What?
in the text.
And my character's just like freaking out, like, "What are you? Why are you ripping a book?"
at that Garther takes another book and just rips out pages like,
Why?
none of this is
Whatever.
real.
They're not real. You're right. You're right. I agree.
And if it is real, this should really freak out your professor boss.
Is Garther looking at the pages?
That's their boss.
If he,
Did he look-
yeah, I mean, he can casually glance at what's flying about.
They're pieces. It's like somebody took the maze and put it into pieces.
Oh, creepy.
Of course. Of course.
Or someone
Hey,
use the
hey,
flamethrower.
Ben, can we burn this place too as we leave?
I am not wasting fuel to burn this place.
Oh, and Garther actually unzips part of his backpack. I gathered a lot of fuel in those hardware store. And I've got a lot of explosive material.
No. This room so far has not tried to eat anybody.
I mean, let's not make any promises we can't keep.
I said so far.
I have a question for the storyteller. What is there anything weapon-like in this room that I could nervously grab my hand on and hold for the rest of this game and to protect
A
myself?
letter opener,
A letter opener? Okay.
a vase, or a lamp or something.
A
I don't know.
lamp? Okay.
I'm sure at some point your boss has like won an award that's ungodly heavy. You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's probably
I
like,
like that.
there's probably like a trophy or somewhere in the corner that weighs like 10 pounds.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get a bowling trophy
There we go.
off the wall, and use that as my weapon. So bowling, on the side, so we don't interrupt game time. Raven, could you message me in chat how much damage a bowling trophy does, since you wrote this game, and I imagine it would be easiest for you to figure that out.
Yeah, I can look that up while you're talking.
Thank you. All right, and and that's what I just want to grab the bowling trophy before we head out as for a weapon.
So a club,
A perfect
which is
game.
roughly what I imagine this would be equivalent to, does D4 damage.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Let's crack on. Back
Crack on
down
indeed.
into the murder tunnels, shall we?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
they're-
if I I'm sorry if I just randomly and uncontrollably start using an Australian accent. I can't help it. I just.
Oh.
Would I be correct
you
to
can
assume?
try.
Would it be correct to assume it took everybody 7 minutes to get here?
Yeah.
Of course.
But
Yes.
very rowdily, I will admit.
It's always 7 minutes. What is with 7?
So I'm
Hey,
just
I wonder if
holding
we
this
go-
trophy, walking through the tunnel.
Guys, no,
definitely behind Garther.
I want to try something, guys. We get down into the tunnel. If we don't go anywhere and we just wait 7 minutes, will the doorway appear in front of us?
Or we can just turn around and go right back up and it'll be yeah.
They actually have
Do
to.
we want to
move.
try it and see if that happens?
7 minutes of traveling, I think, is what is implied here. Can we do that experiment just to determine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh
Let's
god,
just,
but that might mean we might potentially spend 14 minutes in there and
Right. Dick, get your watch out.
You'll
Tell us when
survive.
7 minutes.
the
passes.
only one that works.
Have some non-blue raspberry vodka. You'll be fine.
That's totally not cursed.
Totally not cursed pocket watch.
And it's 7 minutes actual travel time as told by the watch.
And totally not cursed Jen.
Got it. Okay, so we do have to travel. Okay, so so no doors appear. We gotta walk or run 7 minutes. Let's not run because that'll be 7 minutes of running, I imagine.
Let's just walk really slowly and
Let's
see if
just
we
relax.
can keep the trapdoor still in our view behind us.
You can.
I'm just curious, how short can we make this tunnel? Apparently Lachlan has a scientific mind because Rand's got a lot of questions.
Wait, how are we making the tunnel shorter?
By walking slower.
Hey kids, we're playing a game. We're gonna see who can walk the slowest. Anybody a fan of Counting Hobbs?
Okay, so now they're
Nobody?
going to be fighting.
What'd you say?
I love
Nick?
Calvin Hobbes.
And then
Oh,
Hobbs
what are
are
the
walking
silver-
backwards. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Nikki. Zoom's cutting out so bad. I'm
Yeah.
catching every other syllable.
Okay. The kids are really trying to beat each other by going slower
Okay.
I'm imagining
or
this
making the other one go faster.
Oh
Be
my
like,
gosh.
It's like a horrific wedding processional. Like really slow.
Yes. I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to do. Okay. Above the trapdoor, you hear a lot of people.
It's new.
The new trapdoor or the one we just walked away from?
The new one.
Okay.
You first, Garther.
Isn't Dick like pretty good at listening and stuff? Shouldn't they go up first?
They
The
are.
people with guns can go up first.
One of the people
Amen,
with
brother.
one of the people with guns can't hear worth crap.
Dick's very good at hearing. So they'll go up to the trapdoor and put an ear to it and listen to see if she can figure out what's going on up there. And that is a 16 on a hearing roll.
It's a lot of people walking around and some music.
There's
So
a
the
lot
rest
of
of the
people
town
walking
think it's
around
2
and some
a.m.?
music.
Okay. A party, perhaps?
Beatles?
No, it's just like generic poppy sounding stuff.
Generic
it's
non-copyright music.
I think it's that one band, the Beat Alls.
The centipedes.
They weren't real popular.
No, they weren't.
Really
Was
not
that joke.
really non-offensive. Just poppy, sanitized for
And
Not
elevator
anymore.
music.
elevator music.
Good, yeah, that's a good description.
Human music.
Yeah.
I want to imagine that Jason is like humming along with it, and Lachlan just turns like the most poisonous look on him. Like, really? This is what you listen to? This to the Beatles, huh?
No, I don't.
Ben would look similarly disgusted.
Jason, they're
I don't
tapping his
like
toe.
This music, it's just
Yeah.
catchy. It's made to be catchy. Anyway, someone open the fucking door.
It's a
Not
1-3.
catchy.
It's a 1-3 beat. It's great. Oh.
Oh my god.
Not you two,
Open
God.
the door.
Dick will
Ben's-
open the
Ben's
trapdoor
musician.
slowly.
Ben's thinking of his Gibson Flying V back home and mourning
Oh.
quietly.
It's a great guitar.
Everybody thinks he plays country music because, well,
The hat.
and the accent.
And the clothes.
And the
gun.
everything.
So really the whole persona you got going there.
If you ask him to play God Bless the USA, he'll kick you out of his house.
That's fair.
He just listens to like, what, Southern metal? Something Southern rock.
Leonard Skinner.
This is like the most non-offensive stuff Dick could ever play.
Okay, so the door is opened by Dick, I imagine, right? You know,
Yep.
open the door, Dick. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
she opens it slowly.
Okay.
Dick opens a lot of doors.
Points guns
This is
through them
really
first thing.
weird. Their door opens into like a big room, and there's a lot of people in there. They're like, this is what you would expect to see in the creepy town. They're all like blonde and pale, like super pale, and
Oh.
they're all listening to this boring music.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
it's
no.
Are they like doing
Thanks, I
anything, or are
hate
they
it.
just standing there
I
listening
hate it.
to elevator music?
I don't know, like sitting around and chatting softly.
Oh, so they are like acting humanish.
Yeah, yes. If you consider that humanish, yes.
Ish.
Yeah, but,
It's a
yeah,
family reunion.
it could be. I
Um,
don't know. All just, they look
Dick's
like
gonna
me.
call down for D to come up on the little stairs up the trapdoor and say, "Hey, you recognize any of these people?"
Dee's just gonna peek up and shake her head like, no.
Are we in Madison?
All right.
Excuse me,
Uh,
creepy blonde people. Are we in Madison? I would give you a state, but I don't know what state we're in.
I think when D says no, Dick's gonna nod and go, all right, and just grab the trapdoor and start slowly closing it back down.
But when that question is asked, I'm going to throw this in because I know we're not going to do this a whole lot longer tonight. But when that question gets asked, they just kind of stare blankly, but somebody does answer. And it is a voice with a heavy Louisiana accent. And
What does that sound like?
I can't do a Louisiana accent.
I can't either. Dick's supposed to have one, but I can't do one, so she gets generic Southern accent.
Hey
So
y'all,
they
hey
sound
y'all,
like what Dick's supposed to sound like.
hey y'all, why don't you come on down here real quick?
I mean, are you trying to do like what down to New Orleans?
Oh, you trying to do Louisiana or Cajun or Louisiana?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah,
doing
just-
there's a difference.
That's true. Dick's supposed to have a Cajun accent, but I can't do one very well.
Come
so she
see,
doesn't.
why don't you come on down here? That's
I
kind
do
of like
know
a
a
Home and
Cajun.
William, home and William Mangan.
But it's a voice that says, no, you are at Miss Baptiste's house.
In
Yeah, we're leaving. Bye. We're leaving right now. That's
Where would Miss Baptiste's house be located?
We're just like our heads
Well,
are like.
well, I
no.
told you, hell. We're in hell. We're leaving right now.
Come on in. She's inviting y'all in.
I'd rather not. Thank you.
We are in New
Sorry.
Orleans. This is Dick's
I say no
hometown
to
now.
hell. No, hell no.
Yeah, no, something tells me this is where the shunting happens. Let's not.
Sorry for disturbing your creepy elevator music listening party. But I'm allergic to this kind of music, so I
Well,
can't
okay.
stay.
I think figuring this out, Dick's gonna get out of the trap door and be like, no, this type of creepy I know how to deal with.
I think I'm gonna go with Dick just because my character is gullible anyway. But I'm gonna say why don't you all hold the trapdoor open and let us just see if we can't figure out any clues, as you call them, to add to your corkboard.
Lachlan like stretches out a hand a little like, no, we've already lost you. What? Oh, they're already gone. It's too late. We've lost Dick and the nerd.
The kids are trying to get up
Yeah.
there too. They're hungry. And it hurt party. So the kids are trying to go
Oh
up.
goodness.
Oh,
Yeah,
do we
Dick's
smell
like-
food?
Sun going out, cornfields, don't know what to do. Creepy stuff in New Orleans, this is my day job.
And the sun is like there's the window you can see a sun in that room when you get up there.
Okay, so the sun exists in this plane of existence, so maybe this is where we need to go, guys. Come on.
Dick's gonna call it like, the sun's back. I think this is an improvement. Come on.
I'm slightly uncomfortable around this many white people.
Yeah, it should
I
be.
mean, fair.
Ruga, is everybody else going up into this space?
I'm a white people, and this is uncomfortable.
Well, of course. I mean, we just came from like a really quaint town of all black people to like the creepiest, like opposite thing that you could imagine to what. Like, I mean, the town was creepy, but everyone was at least quaint and nice in the other town. And
It
Yeah,
looks like the end of the producers. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, the people in that room
Pleasantville.
are quiet. They're not really saying. They don't really talk. They just start having their party.
Is everything in black and white? I don't know. Is this Pleasantville?
Are they reacting to Lachlan consistently insulting them?
They just kind of laugh it off.
Garther.
An Australian.
Yeah,
How quaint.
Garther's still in the tunnel watching everybody else leave and is like, are we really doing this? Everybody's going in there.
It
It
doesn't
seems like
seem.
a terrible idea.
Listen, it's either this or monster corn, apparently, from what you all were telling me. So I don't know.
The only Baptiste I've ever known is a witch and a bitch, and I don't want anything to do with Baptiste.
That's the only when you see her, she is. not
Arthur
white.
still hasn't stepped out there. He's still in the tunnel.
Dick's moving in though. What does Dick see?
Yeah, what does Dick see?
Just this room full of super pale people laughing about stuff that's not funny. and Miss Baptiste, who is just kind of sitting at like a stool watching them. And and I'm going to leave that description to the oh my gosh, I can't think. Why can I not think today?
Oh, there-
I've had brain fog all day too myself.
Same. You're good.
But yeah, she's herself.
Okay.
So terrible.
I mean, real quick, I'm assuming this is the same Baptiste.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. A starting descriptor is she is Haitian Creole.
Okay.
So she's probably, I imagine, like amongst all these white people, I imagine she's her already dark skin is much more pronounced.
She's got her hair in locks and just watching, amused.
Oh, if this is like a well-known person like that, then like a witch or something like that, then Dick would probably know who this is. She'd probably be a little more cautious, actually.
Did Garth go into
Raven doesn't know who this is, but Dick probably would.
Garther will only leave the tunnel if every single other person has left the tunnel.
I think they have. Have you all left the
I think
tunnel?
so, yeah.
Lachlan's kind of hanging out with his like upper body out of the but the lower body's still on the ladder, and he's like looking down and describing things to Gartha. So he's like, they're all pale and laughing about things that aren't funny and listening to bad music. So it feels a bit like we're at a party being hosted by a young liberal society.
Is the Baptiste, is she hot?
Is she?
God.
Yeah, she's hot.
She has literally sucked the soul out of all of them.
Oh,
That's kind of what she does.
I think we should get back in the tunnel, guys.
Did I hear Garther say something about soul sucking? I would imagine. He probably yelled it loud enough. Or do I need to roll hearing?
Oh, so good.
You can roll hearing, and don't forget there were a couple of kids.
9. I didn't hear shit. This
scariest thing
elevator
is-
music's too loud.
The scariest thing is, it's usually consensual. She's scary. I'm not going up there.
All right. Who's
I
the
start
closest-
dancing.
The rest of our party, who isn't Jason. I'm leaving Jason to this. He seems to deserve it. Who's the next closest party member?
To Jason or?
To the trapdoor.
Oh, it's not Dick.
Did
Shoot,
Ben
first
go up?
Probably Ben. Ben hasn't gone up. Ben is near the
Oh,
trapdoor.
then it would
but
be
he's not gone
Jason
up.
because
Okay, so so Garther and Ben are still down.
Garther, Ben, and Lachlan's halfway, and then I think Jason and Dick are the only two that are fully into the room.
So Lachlan will reach out and grab one of your like dumb sandals, like around your grab around your ankle, so he's just touching your Birkenstock.
Yeah.
They're like, get back in the tunnel.
Are you leaving the NPCs in there?
No.
We're getting the kids in D.
That would be terrible. It's
Has Miss Baptiste reacted to anything that Garther's been yelling out of the tunnel?
I think she laughs and just kind of invites y'all again, and offers has like a bag of Cheetos that she holds up for the kids.
I mean, you guys do what you want. I'm not going in there.
What time
I've seen
period
enough
is
horror
this,
movies.
is this
I'm not
person
doing
supposed to be
this.
from?
Modern.
Okay.
Right. Ben is actually super uncomfortable with the kids being up there, and nobody seems to be really paying attention to them or stopping them. So he actually finally goes up and kind of notices this woman waving a bag of Cheetos at the kids and kind of puts a hand on each of their shoulders and kind of gently stops them from just running across the room.
What can he roll? What can Ben roll for that? Because they put the Cheetos.
Sorry, what exactly has Ben trying to do again?
He is trying to stop the kids from just running across the room to this woman for a bag of Cheetos.
If you're trying to like physically scoop them up, that's probably nimbleness. If you're trying to like convince them not to,
I would
probably
say
charm, because you're not going to logic kids with speech.
Okay, shoot. This is probably not good.
And it's a big bag of Cheetos too. Like,
Oh, God
Oh
dang it.
no.
You wouldn't believe it, but Lachlan can be pretty charming. If he sees that you are trying to get the kids
Oh!
over, he might try and help.
Because he's actually shockingly good with kids.
okay, so that would probably be like a +1 or +2 if he's really good with kids.
That makes it a 19 or a 20.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, they're not going to eat the Cheetos then, even though they look really good. they're starving. They haven't eaten in like an hour.
They're
One
practically
more hour.
skin and bone.
Hey, is there anything? Because I mean, I can already say this would take a roll for him. Is there anything that Garther can do to roll to like kind of steel himself and try to deal with what's up there?
Yes, I'm pretty sure there is from when I played this before.
Let's
Discipline.
see.
Discipline.
Discipline, yeah. To roll discipline.
Yes.
This will determine whether he comes out the.
Yeah, Bird whispered it to me.
Oh no. Oh no.
9.
So now Ben is up there. So basically, the only person who's still within arm's reach of Garther is maybe Lachlan.
Mm.
And he's like what is she? What's she doing? What's she doing up there? Is she seducing and charming?
I mean, yeah, but also she was waving a bag of Cheetos around, so I'm not sure what's
that
up
bitch.
with that.
She always has the good snacks.
Flaming hot.
That's what I was gonna say that too. They're either flaming hot or jalapeno. Like
Yeah.
The flaming hot.
the good kind.
Got soda still.
Of course. She's always got a nice spread.
Man, I
Take
don't
it.
know what's wrong with you people. You're like, ooh, fancy food, like hot Cheetos and a soda, like Lachlan will say, looking down at God.
Like and then he goes, Lachlan, look past her. I bet you there is a buffet, and you can, if you smell it. I mean, hell, I can smell it from out here. There's jambalaya, there's gumbo. Jesus Christ, I missed that
There
woman's
is a-
cooking.
I don't even know what those things are, Lachlan
Oh
says.
no.
You know what? There is
Are
a
there-
buffet. The party people are not eating anything at the buffet. They're just
Is there anything with crawfish in it?
yes.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Of course there is.
Dick's probably going like, yeah,
Crawfish.
I'll be right there. Just gonna let's like walk over to the buffet and just grab a dish before
Crawfish
running
boudin,
out.
crawfish cakes.
Isn't
Oh,
Dick meant to be
crude.
like accomplished
that
with
food.
dealing with
Lachlan,
the
is anybody
Fae?
resisting?
Look, honestly, I'm real confused because Jason's breaking it down to the elevator music. Ben's trying to rescue the kids, and Dick is just like wandered off to go eat some. I think she's eating crayfish. I don't even know. I'm very confused, and I'm pretty sure that everyone else is gonna die here, so we should just leave.
I mean, I'll admit the music is very out of character. I don't know what's up with that, but
This is terrible.
It
When
just
I
has-
thought this was Madison, I was like, I can understand that. This is why they hired me. They don't understand what music is.
I just can't. I just don't get it. The tune is just incredibly catchy. All right.
No, it's not. This sounds like the background of something that a YouTuber with 3 followers who was trying to make their first DIY video for a back to school special.
That's
with
very
yours.
specific. Are you that YouTuber?
No, I
Incredibly
make
specific.
music.
don't you besmirch Kevin McLeod. That man is a saint.
This sounds like the background music that will be playing for some cult leader giving a pitch.
Yeah, maybe it does sound like that, but for whatever reason, it's making me tap
Or a
my foot. Don't
timeshare.
fault me for it. let me enjoy what little moment of happiness I have in this strange hellhole.
You just
Yeah.
had a 2-week holiday. You're
Yeah.
fine. Get back in the hole.
But
Jason, there's like an empty seat for you if you want to sit down.
I'm gonna roll discipline and see how it's.
Oh god.
All right, a minus
you
5.
maintain?
My minus 5 discipline has led to me because I have the gullible flaw.
Oh no, that's right, you do.
I have the gullible
Oh,
flaw.
no.
I'm gonna go sit in that seat and eat some hot Cheetos unless someone wants to stop me.
Oh, your beer shows up beside you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. An IPA. Got it. Got an IPA and some hot Cheetos. It's a classic
I
combo.
forgot Jason's one of the IPA guys.
Yeah, I like specifically look at the IBUs, all right, which is like the hop rating, and I specifically look for the highest number. It's got to be so bitter it puckers everyone's anus in a 10-foot radius.
Does Ben want to get back in the hole? Can we just
Yeah,
leave?
no, Ben is gonna be heading. Ben is heading back to the tunnel with the kids because this everything is wrong.
Jason is gone.
Let me roll.
And Dick's over there eating food.
I did roll a
No,
2
Dick-
discipline, so
I know.
Dick's grabbing food to go.
Man,
That's the plan.
Lachlan will just call out and be like, "You don't know how long that's been sitting there. It's fish. It could have salmonella."
Okay. Jason, you're lucky.
Oh, I like being lucky. Actually, I'm unlucky though. By the way, one of my flaws is
Oh,
unlucky.
right.
So I don't know how
Wait,
lucky.
wait,
I am.
doesn't Jason have like didn't Jason receive like an extra dice from last week when he wasn't here?
Oh yeah,
No, that
yeah, you
was
have an
Ben.
advantage.
Yeah.
I thought Ben got the
no,
advantage.
Jason.
Yeah,
I know it was
I
Jason.
Yeah,
forgot
he got
to-
one when he went. Like, yeah, it was like a random thing, and so Jason got
Speaking
it.
Oh.
of which, we hit
Could I
10
use it?
retweets. Let me roll to see who gets that.
Nikki, is it possible? Could I, even though you've kind of gotten?
No,
Okay.
it'll
Okay.
work. It'll
Lock-
work.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Let me re-roll that discipline.
We're gonna have to roll again anyway. So
I got a 3 this time, so I got from a 2 to a 3. So
You're
Okay.
even more enamored.
I am good. I went up by 1 point, which is nothing in this game.
okay, but I'm gonna fail upward supposedly.
Okay, I like failing upwards, passing downwards, whatever.
He is called Miss Baptiste talks to Dee for a little while,
Uh-huh.
and she walks over and tells you it's time to go.
Okay, where are we going?
We've got to get back to town.
Oh, to Madison?
Yes,
How do we get there?
just come with me. You don't want to stay here.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Miss Baptiste knows how to get back to Madison. Isn't that where we're trying to go?
No.
So Dee is telling you.
Oh, Dee's telling me.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Dee.
Dee knows how to
That was-
get back to Madison. I'm glad I brought. Okay, sorry, I got mistaken. So rewind. Dee knows how to get back to Madison. Let's get out of here.
When did Dee get this suddenly new information?
She was talking to Miss Baptiste.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're indirectly following Miss Baptiste.
Yes,
Okay,
All right.
that's fine.
we have
Wherever the
her-
advice comes from.
we have to hurry and leave now. You don't have much time.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Before what?
Do you want to become one of those people in that room?
No.
No.
Yeah. No. Good.
That's why I
good
haven't
idea.
gone into the room.
I don't. Something about the chair. It just felt so comfortable. I don't know.
I know
Yes.
you can. We have chairs in Madison. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
We have chairs at home.
All right. I will use those chairs. Let's. Good idea.
They look weirdly like children, but they are there.
Oh yeah. Child-shaped chairs.
I mean, if you make them if you make them on their hands and knees, you just sit on top of them. They're like a stool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just use them as an
No.
ottoman. Ottoman. His kids are ottomans. Apparently, is what he just
Garther's
revealed
not
to
allowed near children ever.
us. Yeah.
If
Ben
Once
is
you
going to start standing
One kid can be a
between them.
footstool. The other,
don't
Dick's
get
setting the
back
food down and following.
Okay.
Let's go.
I just imagine too, like little homeless kids being paid to pull Garther in a wheelbarrow, you know, like, and he just pays them like $1 a day to pull them around the train tracks in a wheelbarrow.
That's awful.
I mean, they make $1 a day. That's more than he makes a day.
When y'all get down there, Dee tells y'all that you really have to hurry, and that she said that she'll see us all soon, especially you, Garther.
no, she will not.
And
That's horrifying.
It's
Everything
What did that
about
devil
this is
woman tell you?
horrifying.
She wanted to know if you liked your trip, Garther.
No. If she had any trip she had to do with, yeah, the trip was fine, but the destination was terrifying. Every
Calm
time
down,
I
Lisa.
fell for it. What
Is
was
she
that?
why you're here? Is she why you're here?
I mean, no. I mean, not that I'm aware of, but then again, she's terrifying. I haven't seen her in years. And I don't plan on changing that. That's why I didn't step into the room.
The kids will say she had Cheetos.
And I'll say, real quick. I was gonna say, like, I mean, you can have me roll for this if you want, but I would imagine that if Dee spent any amount of time near Baptiste and came back down, Garther can absolutely smell Baptiste's scent. Like, she has a very strong, like the fragrances and stuff that she wears, and so he would probably absolutely smell that. He's like,
Yeah.
God damn, sexy devil woman. I hate her. Get away from me, Dee. Smell like her.
Dee's gonna run to the other side of the hallway.
Good.
Don't take it personally, Dee. He's just like an unpleasant person. Says Lachlan.
I used to be quite charming, believe it or not.
I don't.
Yep. Don't believe that one.
By whose standards?
I'm just
The pro-
saying.
I can't think of
The problematic 1970s that he was young and charming in.
the fact that Dick seemed to be the best one with the kids should tell you that there's something wrong with this group.
Apparently, Jason's a drunk. Like he's probably still buzzed from his vacation.
Dick and the redneck with the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
are
The-
the
doesn't like
friendliest
kids.
folks around.
We're orphans.
Jason's fine. He's just not to be trusted with responsibility.
Yeah, that's fine.
He would have brought them along. It would have
This
just
is
been like,
fine.
hey, come on, kids, let's go have some Cheetos and listen to mediocre music.
So where's Dee leading us? Where are we going?
So you
Back
follow
to the other end of the hallway.
ran when she was told to get away from somebody she thought was a friend. Garther.
All right.
Well, she's a
There's
So-
there's no way Baptiste didn't rub off on you. Garther. So I'm assuming we're all walking to the other end of the hallway
Mm.
again.
yeah, we're following where she ran to.
Okay.
7 minutes later.
At this point, yeah, exactly. 7 minutes later, Garther's actually going to run his hand along the wall as they go, trying to feel for any like if there's like a secret path, like, you know, if there's a way to like if any depressions or something, like there's a crack, or he's like at this point he thinks there might be another path that we're just missing every time because of like maybe optical illusions or something.
No, but I'll be right back.
Awesome. Say again?
Oh, she said
This
she'll
is so fucked.
be right back.
Oh, she said we'll be right back. Okay.
7 minutes
Um,
of walking role play. Yeah, so this place is pretty terrifying, but I think it's starting to kind of make a little bit of sense. If
I'm telling you, man, you put the clues together, you'll understand.
again, I don't.
I'm gonna bust this thing wide open.
I don't necessarily think your clues are clues, more or less just strange occurrences that might make sense when viewed objectively, which I guess could be clues.
That's what a clue is.
That's what a clue is.
All right, yeah, all right. Well, whatever then. I'm
What's
not
the
a
point of
fucking
you trying to do-
detective. I'm a college professor, or I'm not even a college professor yet. This was meant to be my last damn attempt at becoming one, but here I am, trapped in another dimension with this strung
My
out
God, man, have you never watched
hobo and then
Blue's Clues?
Australian slash.
Dick just loses it at that joke.
No, I've never watched Blue's Clues. I was not allowed to
it
watch
wasn't even
it.
a joke. I mean, seriously, you write down things as you go, and then you put it together at the end. That's like literally 3-year-old stuff.
Yeah.
Dick's just looking at Jason like, that's pretty much how investigation works.
I mean, yeah, he's actually right. That's basic deductive reasoning.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Everyone's a fucking detective except for Jason here. Okay, cool.
We do have an actual detective here.
Well,
But
I know
I'm
Dick's a
an
detective.
electrician.
All right.
Well, no, I'm a musician. I'm just not electrician to pay the bills. I'm a musician in my soul.
Got it. Okay.
I mean,
thank you
Dick's
for
on
the
vacation. Dick
explanation.
doesn't want to do this.
It's been 10 minutes since you last told us you were a musician, so thank you for the reminder.
Well, my guitar has been kidnapped by the bed and breakfast, so I got to remind you somehow.
Yeah.
Usually it's slugged on your back at all times.
Yeah.
Dick's gonna look over to Garther and be like, so you seem to know a lot about that lady back there. Why were you so scared of her?
Unfortunately, yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, in fact, we can't do it because our storyteller's not here. So we'll deal with the D thing later. He's like, yeah, she's I mean, you're from New Orleans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, have you never heard? Hold up. Have you never heard of Anise Baptiste? Like the Cajun queen witch doctor lady. I mean, she's kind of in certain circles. She's kind of well known. I don't know. I thought she was. Maybe she lied to me. I mean, almost everything that woman says is at the time she's telling you it absolutely believable, and she's insanely captivating. And I'll tell all of you right now, I don't trust me around her because she there's a reason I've avoided her like the plague for the past couple of years.
Player doesn't know who that is, but Dick probably would.
Yeah. Don't believe it. Her the story of her is, at least is on my end, is very open ended. So anything you want to add, we'll just probably say yes and.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very open ended. We'll work with it as we go. It'll be organic as we create her background.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I think Dick will just nod along and maybe add a small detail here or there and point out the fact like she'd never actually seen what she looks like or something like that, which is why she didn't immediately recognize her. Welcome back. We were just.
I mean, she does change how she looks on occasion. I mean, she can literally do a lot that is unnatural, I guess. I don't know. AD. Oh, you're back down. He's like, AD. I'm sorry for fussing at you earlier. What did the nice lady say to you?
She wanted to know if you were enjoying your trip that she sent you on, and that she will be waiting.
She sent all of us on this trip, or
That's what I was like. What did they do to deserve this?
No, I don't understand because I thought I invited you, but she said she did.
I love that Garther's like, no, me totally makes sense, but what did these people do?
Yeah.
So, Garther also.
The weight of my sins.
Garther was a stowaway, right?
Wait a minute, are all of you my kids? The father's sins have passed along. Oh no.
That's why I understand. Garther was a stowaway, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Dee's not understanding because Dee thought she invited Garther because Garther was on her page.
He's just like, ah,
You know, on the list
God,
of
that
names
woman
that
is-
she had.
I knew
Yeah.
getting away from her would be the hardest thing in the world. I don't know.
Breakups can be messy.
Ex-girlfriend of yours?
I mean, you could say that, except less of the friend part and less of the woman. But she's, it's complicated, man. I mean, unless you want to start, write down my life story, unless it's unnecessary. It's just, let's just keep it this way. She is very charismatic, and she's very good at making you. Let's see. You ever heard of a monkey's paw? How they'll grant your wish, but there's always a catch. That's kind of how every deal with her ends up. She'll promise you the world, she'll deliver, but you'll wish you hadn't made the deal in the end.
If we make it out of here, Garther, I'm
And
gonna get you
so,
in
yeah,
contact
if
with-
anybody knows what's going on, sorry, go ahead.
No, my character was gonna say, if we make it out of here, Garther, I'm gonna get you in contact with a ghostwriter, because whether you believe it or not, your life actually seems like it might be interesting enough to write down.
But how did she invite you?
Uh,
I thought I did all the inviting. Didn't you get the invitation, the letter for the free trip in the mail, Arthur?
I mean, first of all, I don't have an address, so no.
How did you get the
But then
invitation?
again, I didn't. I just got off the train because it just seemed like a nice place to stop and hang out and maybe find something to do. I have never heard or seen of you or Madison or any of y'all ever in my life.
But your name is on this note.
This
and
is
she
all-
just wrote a note that has people that were invited, and their stay was covered by the town. And she shoves it at you. Like,
Yeah, and
on this note-
like, surprise, surprise, Garther's not even my real name. So that's bizarre that you even have that on there.
Yeah, I thought your name was Jason.
Yeah, that was a lie too. I thought we all kind of figured that out by now.
Oh,
Don't-
thought we had
But
something
if
in
Chris,
common.
if Chris Hansen asked, that's absolutely my name.
Back to Chris Hansen again.
Okay, you scared Dee now. She's like dropped the paper and is stepping back.
I mean, just so you know, Dee, I mean, this is very House on Haunted Hill aspect. Like, things can, there's such things as the internet, and people can order things, and identity theft. That's why I do my best to stay off the grid. It's very difficult to steal my identity because I don't have one, and it still happened. It can happen to you.
Didn't she say we needed to get the hell out of here like ASAP?
Oh, we are. This is our hallway, our 7 minutes of hallway role play. It's like a film, 7 minutes isn't exactly turn out to be 7 minutes. It's gonna be like 20 minutes, really.
This is a very odd montage.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yes, we figured, when you had to step up earlier, we were just started doing a hallway role
I'm
play.
sorry for that.
No, it's
Fair
okay.
enough.
No, it's okay.
I'm kind of awake.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, so we can the 7 minutes can have passed whenever you're ready. We're just shooting the shit.
Pretty much.
It
See what's
actually
behind horrifying door number 3.
it's the inn again. The
The bed and breakfast.
The bed
Yeah.
breakfast.
Hey. Hey there, Lachlan. Now you can get your guitar back.
As much as I love her, I don't think she'll be super useful in this situation.
Unless you hit someone with it, like a
I
corn
would
monster.
Never.
I mean, it could be like a Pied Piper situation. Maybe your music will help mesmerize. And how good are you actually on that thing?
I'm really good.
I mean, hey, it's worth. I mean, if that music before was able to hypnotize Jason, imagine what you can do.
It wasn't hypnotized. It was
it said he was really good when I stood up.
yeah.
My manager would have sent my demo, so
Yeah, you're the
She's-
manager, and the demo tape's at my house, but I'm not going back there right now.
that's fair.
Don't
Hey,
blame me
Dick,
one
what
bit.
time is it?
if you look outside, because there's a window in that building, it looks like it's not dark, but it looks like it's about 6 p.m. outside, evening.
What time does my handy dandy not cursed pocket watch say?
About 6. Yeah.
All right. Looks like
so
time's
real
fixed for the
quick,
moment.
so is the sun out or is the sun setting quote unquote normal?
Set it.
But no, like we can tell it's okay.
Yeah. But it's still past 5, so nothing's open.
And the bed and breakfast are like the lights on like normal, or
Yeah.
does it feel like abandoned? Okay, so it feels.
Okay, well, this is actually more disturbing somehow. Because it's like it just fixed itself.
Well, yeah.
The kids are asking to go home. They need to see their mom.
Oh,
walk?
now you're worried about.
Should we walk back to the house and see if there's a cornfield there?
Was that like 10 miles out of town?
It was at least a couple miles out of town.
Not far, I was out of town. You just know it was outside of the limits.
Hey, D, how far away is their house?
About, you know what, I'm just going to go with 7 miles.
That's a bit of a walk.
Yeah, just a tad.
Yeah, and you're, don't you kids remember what happened with the cornfield? And they just kind of shrugged, like, yeah, they remember, but.
Not worried about it. Just probably fine
Mom's
now.
just playing hide and seek. That's all that is. Yeah.
Well, no, she has to be back.
Why? Why does she have to be back? She got eaten by a corn monster. Why would she be back?
You ate all the bread. She can't make anything else.
You're gonna make the kids cry.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna say you had an early dinner. You ate it all. Like, unless she's gonna go out there and husk some corn and make some cornbread.
No, we want ice cream.
That's not how
I'm
cornbread
just
works.
concerned. Like, I'm not trying to make the kids cry. I'm just concerned by how detached from reality they appear to be.
That's also fair.
What the fuck?
Although
Hey,
they
look.
could be traumatized and disassociating, you know.
Hey, Lachlan, why don't you just take it easy on these kids? Like, let them live in whatever sort of false sense of security
Hey.
they
Hey,
do.
Noto? Hey. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, that
Huh.
kid is meant to be 19.
Okay, and
Well, in that
a lot of,
case, let's
a
give
lot
them
of things are
some
weird.
car keys, and they can drive themselves home.
I'm just saying.
Bagel Boy in chat said, why are y'all torturing the recently orphaned children?
We don't know they're orphaned yet.
I don't know what's happening. I'm so confused.
At best, right now they're like,
they're orphaned.
and right now they're like, at like, you know, maybe foster, maybe.
You do know they're standing right here, right?
Hurting as orphans.
Probably playing hopscotch or some shit, not even paying attention to what we're saying. That kind of seems.
No, they're
random.
like trying to keep telling themselves everything is okay. You guys
Take a
are-
I'm
look
sorry.
to D and just ask, like, do you have access to a car? Does anyone have a car that we could use to take these kids home and see if there's still a cornfield there or if their mom's there?
we could take my dad's truck.
Oh, excellent. Let's do that.
I'm sorry, kids. I am just a little frustrated and horrified. If we're gonna borrow a car, should we go get all our shit and after we drop the kids off, we just leave?
I explained to the children that they have different child rearing practices in Australia. It's just a difference of culture. So pay no mind.
The kids asked if the toilets go around backwards.
I think
honestly,
they do. Yes.
I don't pay that much attention to it when I'm gonna go get my guitar.
Hey, actually, speaking of that, I don't know about the rest of you, but I could stand to drop take the Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna go by myself. Anybody gonna come with me?
Yeah, I honestly
I'm not
have to
joking.
use the bathroom too. Yeah.
All right, Jason, I will. Hey, it's okay if girls can do it, guys can do it too.
Yeah, no, I need to pee because I've had like 10 beers since I last remember going pee. So I've been trying to not break the seal, but I think here we are, you know.
I'm not laughing that Garther wants a bathroom buddy. I'm laughing that it's Jason.
Yeah.
That's like the most unlikely pairing up.
Well, see, Jason's not gonna just like pee in a bush near everyone, you know. He's actually like more like civilized than that. So he's been waiting till he's had a moment to go to the bathroom, and you know.
They're in the end. You know, there's probably a few of them.
Yeah.
Several.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. We don't have to share.
I mean, we're at the bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
I hope they have bathrooms though.
Yeah, bed, bath, and no bathroom.
Yeah, pee outside if you want, or just hold it otherwise. Anyway, yeah. So while we are going to the other part of the house, I want to just kind of keep an eye and ear out on, anything. Anyone else?
Can
that
I
might
roll
be in the place or?
That's a good idea. Can I roll gut feeling for bowel movement?
Oh.
Gut feeling.
I'm not even a GM, and I'm
Very literal. Very literally means. Okay, cool.
I'm
I
gonna
think
roll
it's
it.
physical fortitude there, Garther.
I rolled a 23 for gut feeling.
Hey, you're good fiber.
All right. Yeah.
It's all those beans.
Beans and cornflakes. You just dry cereal you eat. All right.
I'm gonna go get my guitar.
Dick's gonna go grab her duffel bag as well, just to be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben's gonna wait for somebody else to get back to go to his room because he's not leaving the kids by himself because he's not a monster.
The kids are traumatized, by the way, so.
Yeah, I want to roll. Can I roll? I want to try and charm him. I'm going to roll empathy again. Oh, here we go. Coming at him with the 6. I come over like, listen, kid, my parents are dead. My parents you just have to find your own family, man. It's okay. Found family's better than blood anyway. They'll probably disown you for being gay or something later anyway. Just don't even worry about it.
Ben is looking at Jason like he might pull his gun out and shoot him right there.
This is the second time I have thoroughly botched a damn empathy trying to make someone
feel better.
Feel better. And this is just canonically how my character handles people from now on. I'm not even gonna roll. I'm just gonna come up to people, start saying horrible
things.
Actually, at this point, when Garther sees that, for the most part, everybody seems to be trying to help these kids, and now that he feels much more relieved, he's washed his hands. He comes out. He's like, and since you, can he do a medicine check on the kids to see like how bad they're, essentially if they're in shock or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll a medicine check. Let's see how good he does.
Might be now.
16's not too bad. He actually has like the little flashlight. He's like, god damn it. And he drops down to one knee and he's like looking in their eyes. He's like, just look over here, look up. And how? He's like, god damn it. Yeah, your mom's probably fine, kids. There, she's probably playing hide and seek in the cornfield. We'll get you there, and so believe me, we don't want you with us. We'd rather you be with your mom. So everybody, is that like the next goal? Get these kids home. At the very least, yeah.
Well, if she's not home, can we
Makes
go
sense.
to our grandparents?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
great.
that?
Yeah, do you have somewhere else? Blood
Grandparents.
relatives that we can drop you off to.
Or
Oh, we
perfect.
don't have any more of those,
Of course you don't.
except for the grandparents and me. But yeah,
Yeah. Grandparents it is.
they live they made mom move out to the house by the cornfield, and they live up on the hill.
Oh, on the hill. Okay. Are they nice people?
Sometimes,
Sometimes. Well,
but
what?
it's always
Are
bad
they
at-
nicer than us?
They don't have any cool flamethrowers.
Oh. Flamethrowers don't necessarily make you a nice person, though.
I was gonna say it's a low bar to clear, but apparently the flamethrower makes all the difference.
All right. Well, we've got a flamethrower then.
But we can stay there. They have a farm.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get our stuff ready. Get any weapons for fighting off corn that we may need. Flamethrowers included, and let's go drop these kids off before we try and find a truck and get out of here. Or maybe we can use the truck to go drop the kids off. Where's
That's
the truck?
the idea, I think.
Trucks
Ben-
parked outside of the house in the middle of town.
Ben does make a quick stop up at his room and then come back down now that the kids are by themselves. Then on to the truck, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the truck is just
Does it work?
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
just like an old
Hallelujah.
pickup truck.
All right. Who's driving?
I'll drive.
All right. Cool.
I'm guessing
Yeah, you
this
gotta
is
drive
a
on
pick
the-
'em up truck.
Other side of the road here, right?
Lachlan immediately starts driving on the wrong side of the road and has to swerve.
Well, luckily there's no cars.
Yeah,
So
there's
at
no
the feeling there's no
traffic.
traffic, yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. We'll drive on. Drive
They
on the
they
left
don't
and we'll
happen
be
they
fine.
don't happen to drive by a stage with a giant bonfire on it, do they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, that's creepy. I didn't ask for that in my stage outline.
And you can see the creepy Richard Reed just like standing by with the flames illuminating half of him.
Oh wow. What happened?
How do you like that, D?
Dee's just like, she ducks now so he can't see her.
Oh, at the end of last session, we had a little like cutscene sort of thing, and a person that you haven't met, Jason, named Richard Reed.
Yeah.
He was literally creating a bonfire with everybody helped build the very first session.
Got it. Okay.
Anything else on the stage?
Yeah,
other
and
than
Richard
just the
Richard Reed is a
bonfire?
complete.
No, but the kids are calling
Oh, sorry.
him names.
Got it. Okay.
You're wondering if it smells like a barbecue, maybe?
Oh,
A
I
human
was sure
barbecue?
he was gonna burn us in effigy or something.
For sure,
Yeah.
we're gonna end up on that fire.
He's just standing creepily by the fire and the kids are calling him names. So you might want to quiet them.
Hey, what you doing? Let's see.
Oh my god.
Maybe one of them yells like a bad joke.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm going to break every single speed limit. I don't know what it is in miles, but like, you know, a good on like 90k an hour. So
Yep.
It'd
know
be
what
around
that-
50, 55.
And there a lot of American cars. They have both MP. They have both measurements on there. It's just that the kilometers per hour is just smaller.
yeah. But yeah, he's definitely going way too fast for the kind of roads that we are driving on.
Of course. Rock and roll.
Perfect.
Garth's in the back of the actual pickup truck, going
Like in the bed.
like banging on the window, going, "Hey, hey!" like
Yeah.
like a couple of times, like bouncing out and was like popping off. It's like, "Hey,
I'm-
hey!"
I imagine
Hold
my
on
character
tighter.
was back there as well in the back of the pickup truck, just like holding on, like trying not to have a panic attack.
After
Dick is
After sundown, slow down, deer.
What the fuck?
That's a fair point. Dick's laying down in the bed of the truck, like a head resting on the duffel bag, hat over her face.
Trying to catch some shut. Trying to catch a little wink before we go to the next 7 minutes
Yeah.
away.
What are you talking about? It's not like there's a road crossing sign up. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we haven't heard any animals out at all. Heard or seen.
No, actually, you have.
Which means if we do run into something, it's still after all this time.
Oh no, actually, when you get close to the outskirts of town, because there's like some houses kind of close together, an apartment building, like one apartment building, a small one. And then there's a cow.
A cow that lives out of time.
No, a cow.
Oh,
If
just a
you
cow.
live in the country, there's always cows in the road.
A time
Yeah.
cow.
Here's my question: How healthy looking is the cow?
Not this bullshit again.
Burgers, anyone?
I see what
Pretty
you're
healthy.
Run it over and then hit it with the flamethrower a few times.
So who's in the
It's a-
cab with me? I assume like I've got one other adult human and the kids in the car, in the cab.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I guess D maybe.
As we're like motoring along, Lachlan will very unsafely begin to like lean down and fiddle with the radio. I'll be like, "Can we get some tunes or something?"
Oh,
And then
like
look
the
up and be
one-
like, "Oh shit, a cow!" Swerve wildly.
But yeah, just so you know, that happens all the time where I live. There's cows in the road.
Phantom road cows. Got it.
No, really, they'll call the police and everything, and the police will like try to get the cow out of the road.
Yep.
But this time it has
Amazing.
one police officer, so he's probably sleeping.
Got it. And it's probably the same cow that does it every time. You know what I mean? Just this asshole cow.
Yeah, he's just like looking at
Oh,
you
wait.
like,
And Bruno.
how dare you be on my road?
Her name's Helga. Helga the cow. It gives you a sour look anytime you try and pass her.
Yeah, head over to the kid's house.
There's no mom at the kid's house.
Right, to your grandparents' house it is then.
Wait a minute, is the cornfield still there?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good question.
Yes.
Okay, it is. There's still a cornfield surrounding their home.
Yes, and the lights are all off.
Right, onto your grandparents' house then.
Okay, the grandparents. I'm sorry.
Do we still have the keys to the car? Can we just like pull
Yeah.
the truck up next to the car and? Okay, I think Dick will hop out of the truck and take the car, and anybody else that wants to ride in that. So we have two vehicles.
And a boat.
I mean, is us separating a good? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to ride in that truck anymore, but us separating a good idea.
I mean, as long as we're caravanning together, I think we'll be fine.
I mean, Jason disappeared from our. We turned our heads, and he was gone to make a phone call. We didn't see. He was gone for 2 weeks, according to him.
Yeah, it felt like 2 weeks.
The car is not.
Hey,
that's
Ben.
like 10 years old, I guess.
Uh-huh.
What?
Cornfield. Are we gonna do anything about it, or are we just gonna flamethrower time, maybe?
Do we still need to burn it to get to the boat?
Why do we need to get to the boat?
Weren't we kind of curious? Well, we were kind of curious as to why the corn was not growing in around the boat.
Oh, that's true.
right. Yeah.
There is something about that. There's something about that boat, or maybe the tree. I don't know. Something
Yeah,
about
we
that
should
area.
check it out.
Yeah.
So do we burn down the cornfield and? in a
Or
really
at
cool
least
way-
burn a path through it that is comfortably wide enough to walk through.
Well, we could just drive the truck through.
I was
right?
to say, or do
Like,
we just drive the truck through it to the boat?
Yeah, but do we want to risk
America.
damage to the truck? Because we don't know what's
mean-
in the cornfield.
That's fair.
All right. I know this is uncharacteristically compassionate of me, but more than likely, those kids' mom is still somewhere in this corn, and we just can't see her because it's tall. I mean, if we blindly drive through it or blindly burn it, I'm just saying there's always a chance. I've been drunk and passed out in a cornfield before. I wouldn't somebody do that to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to go in with the flashlight on my phone and call out for her and look for her by foot, personally.
That's because you didn't see a woman get eaten by corn. You were busy
Well, if
having
we
a holiday.
split off into pairs and take some of these weapons with us, maybe things will be different this time if we're on.
I mean, we can still destroy it. Don't get me wrong, but I just think we should be a little bit more like, hey, here's a section. It seems clear.
Okay, so
Next section.
You still have the kids in the car, correct? In the truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to see a damn thing in that cornfield if you walk in there with a flashlight.
Well,
It's a
be able to see-
cornfield.
I can see my feet in front of me, and I can call out a woman's name and use my ears and listen for her. I feel like that's better than burning her
You can do
alive.
that. You can do that from the edge of the cornfield as well.
I know that. I mean, we can obviously skirt around the edges and do that, but if we don't find her on the edge, then what do we do?
I mean, do we not have access to this is a farming thing. Do we have like a sickle or
Well, how much
something
distance? How much cornfield would we have to get through to reach the boat?
Yeah, that's a good.
Like
That's a really
roughly
good
how many
question.
feet? Because if it's just like 10, 20 feet to get through to the clearing where the boat is, then if we yell for her and don't hear anything, it's safe to assume we're probably not going to be burning anybody if we burn through 20 feet of cornfield to get to that boat.
20 feet
I
is
mean,
what,
she
like
might
about
be
6
unconscious. I
meters?
mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Dee is going to point out that distances don't seem to be what they seem to be.
What doesn't seem to be what they seem to be?
Always 7 minutes long.
Distances.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So even if the cornfield looks like it's about 15 feet, it could be like the hallway, or it could be like going from building to building in town.
I look over to Dee and I'm like, girl, I love you to death, but some of this information that you seem to have in your brain could have been useful right when we got here. Hey, you're in a town where distance doesn't work normally. Would have been a cool thing to tell us when you greeted us.
It worked normally until you got to town.
Oh, I see.
I don't believe that.
Okay,
Well, that's what I remember.
got it.
Kill the
Okay.
messenger, do you?
My apologies then. You just seem to be very quick on figuring out what's going on, and I've been on
Well,
vacation
no.
for 2 weeks.
We've been doing this since earlier today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. I was gone for 2 weeks or 1 hour.
Oh, dang it, I was muted.
Depending on where you're at.
Jason's.
I mean, you know
Jason,
what?
Dick is
Cons-
gonna drape her arm around Jason's shoulder and lean in and just real quietly be like, Jason, I think she's just smarter than you.
Well,
He's like, I have a degree.
about to be Dr. Jason soon, but yes, maybe she is.
I mean, you know what? I prefer this version of D versus the I'm having a panic attack version. She seems more stable and steady. I like this D better already. Oh God, Baptiste did something to you, didn't she?
Jason goes like, I'm about to have a degree. I'm gonna be Dr. Jason. And Lachlan just says, like, kind of quietly under his breath towards Gartha and Ben, like, Doctor of Dumbass.
No, that lady said she didn't want me.
That doesn't mean like, you know what? Later on, you might want to check your body for marks. She might have been like, he just slightly, like, very quickly eyeballs over like any exposed areas of skin that
Is
D
she a
has.
vampire now?
You know what? I wouldn't put it past that woman.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so are you going to take the kids home or to their grandparents?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should probably do that before we investigate the boat.
Investigate the corn. Yeah.
Okay, sorry to push you all along for that.
No.
No,
of
you're
course.
good.
No.
Um, I'm just going to kind of push that forward and say that with some combination of vehicle or vehicles, we get up there. There's a couple sitting on the porch, sharing. They have their tea, and the kids rush out of the car up to their grandparents. And I
Got
posted
that
that picture
lemon
earlier this
drink.
week.
Sorry, what was
And
that,
the
Nikki?
grandparents I said I posted a picture of them earlier in the week.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
an older,
Got it.
and the kids are just like, hi, grandma, grandpa, and the
Okay, I see
grandparents. Yeah, the grandparents are wondering. They say, "Well, go ahead inside, kids. Go up to your rooms and get your baths." And they ask you all, "Why do you have the children? What are you doing with the children? Who are you?"
Okay, no, I'm gonna be charming because I can do that. Lachlan will kind of scrub a hand through his hair and be like, "Well, I'm really sorry to have done this. It's just Cecilia asked us to bring the kids round. She was running into some issues with something down at the farm, and we were with Dee, so we were in the area and we had the truck. So we just thought we'd bring the kids up for you. Sorry if we disturbed you. It was just they said they'd rather go with their grandparents than head over to a friend's house or anything."
Cecilia was doing something on the farm. She doesn't do farm work.
I
She
don't
can't even mow the lawn.
look. I'm Australian. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I just know that we were with Dee. Cecilia came to us, said, "Take the kids." We followed simple instructions. Can I roll a charm? Can I try and be charming?
Yeah.
$21.
Trying to. Ooh.
All I can say is, I'm from the country myself, out in Wollongong, so I do understand that sometimes it takes, whoever's around to help out with the little ones.
Yes, it's just, we understand. Thank you for bringing them home. It's just odd because Cecilia doesn't do lawn work or farm work.
Maybe I misheard. I don't know. Sometimes I find your accents, as charming as they are, they're a little difficult to understand. So that might be on me.
Right. And so we need to find our daughter because she doesn't do any kind of outside stuff. She went off to school and came back with 2 kids and a car and an attitude.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah, she's a troublemaker.
Well, don't feel bad about the attitude. It's a sign of a human self-discovery. It's when they start to come into themselves. They.
Jason, I think maybe let me do the talking here.
I
Okay,
could roll empathy again if we want.
I do.
A 3.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, but and then I say, yeah, but listen, your daughter, just because you don't like her doesn't mean she doesn't
Can
like
I
you.
roll a daunt to make him stop talking?
Can Jason
No.
accidentally refer to her in the past tense? Is that how he fucks it up? He's like, just because you didn't like your daughter.
Can,
I mean,
can
she was.
Can I roll a daunt to make him stop talking?
Yeah.
Just pinch my lips.
No, I'm just gonna give him the look like you need to shut up right now.
Okay,
What's
yeah.
gonna-
I thought you were gonna put your heel in his toe.
I might do that. He does have some
Okay.
he does have some pretty heavy tread work boots on. Just give him a look like I will murder you right here.
What are we saying, Nikki?
Okay, what's going to ruin it is the kids are going to yell down the corn eater.
No.
Got a 21
I mean-
on my job. Gives me this. The highest thing I've ever rolled.
They're going to look at each other. The grandparents, like I said, they're going to yell back up to the kids to go to bed. And they're going to thank you for watching the kids and ask if you need anything before you go.
Do you have a shotgun?
No,
Yeah, yes, we
Jason,
do.
no. Don't. Please do not listen to my stupid friend.
I'm just
Actually-
saying, if we're
If you
we're
need anything,
Have you got a map of town?
no, we don't have a map of the town. Sorry.
Alright. That's okay. If you could give me directions, I'd really appreciate it. I get a little turned around because the roads here are so different to the ones back home in Australia, where I'm from. But we're
Yes,
just
you're
meant to
from
be
Australia.
headed out to the next town over. Go pick up some stuff for the Founders Festival that Dee's running. Going to be very exciting. I'm going to be performing. So I was just wondering if you could give us directions.
Well, we're not that great with directions. Just talk to Gordy in the morning. He goes out of town all the time. And you have a great night.
You as well.
Uh,
You as well.
all right. Yeah. Before you go to bed, about that shotgun. But listen, you said you had one. Maybe we can borrow it because apparently there is something really dangerous in the cornfield that could use its attention.
Well, yes, but why don't you go out to see what's in the cornfield?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
That might
yeah.
be there in you, and then they go inside.
Oh, good night. All right. Well, they're very weird. I think we may have just given the children away to some people who might cannibalize them or something. But anyway, I digress. Let's. They told us to go to the corn.
They didn't. When the kid yelled down that the corn ate them, they just looked at each other and they.
Can
Ben
Benny's gut feeling on that, by the
Yeah.
way?
On the old people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think let's all roll a gut feeling
Ooh,
here.
yikes.
A one.
That one.
Oh,
That one.
Oh,
I've
no.
rolled nothing
I'm so
above a
happy
5.
about this.
The
Okay,
whole
Ben's
game.
convinced everything's fine.
Ben, can you roll again?
Gut feeling.
Oh, wow. Get me rolling.
Wait, are we really all rolling a good
Oh,
feeling for
another
this?
nat one.
Oh, no.
Seriously?
Oh. No, because
Yeah, okay. Garther's about to roll his hit, but Garther, for the most part, has been paying very little attention to what's happening. So let's see how he does.
Oh my god!
what did you get? I can't see it. What did you get?
he got a natural 1, and even with all his pluses, it's still only a 9.
Garther and Ben both got nat ones.
I
I
got
got
two
two
total.
nat ones.
Or 2 nat ones, yeah. The highest we got was a 17 with Lachlan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lachlan's actually very good at reading vibes, apparently.
Lachlan, you had that 21 as well?
Yeah, 21 on the charm, 17 on the gut feeling.
Okay, you noticed that they are hiding something.
Uh-huh.
They were surprised about the corn eating their daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and they were surprised but not upset. They seemed more like they were trying to get you all to go into the corn.
Yeah, they're trying to murder us. I suggest we leave.
That's what I was saying. The whole thing. Why don't you go into the cornfield and find out? Instead of giving me the shotgun thing, really was a red flag for me.
Look, no, I'm gonna be honest. If you asked me for a shotgun, I would not give it to you.
I did not want to wield the shotgun. I would have passed it on to a more able hand to do the death dealing. I just wanted someone to have one.
This
Listen,
is the
I'm
problem
scared
with you
shitless.
Americans.
No, the problem with okay, whatever. Go and die because you're anti-gun. Listen, you can't be anti-gun when there are corn monsters running around killing people.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, well that's fine. You do you. I'm
I
gonna
will.
shoot at things that scare
Are
me.
you?
Do
I
we
don't
know
think
if it,
you are.
do we know if it actually killed her though?
We don't.
That's what you all told me. I was on vacation for 2 weeks. I come back and apparently she was eaten. My imagination just ran
Well,
wild.
she
and I imagined a
disappeared.
gory scene.
Well,
So she was. Dee's going to explain. She was standing outside. She was going to drive us in her car, and then the corn grabbed her.
Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty scary still. I imagine a much gorier scene, but that's
No,
on me.
She just disappeared, apparently.
well,
The body
apparently,
Something
Right.
grabbed her and she's gone.
apparently the parents aren't like upset that she's been eaten by corn. Like they were surprised, but not upset.
Okay, yeah, I thought we were looking for a body in the field. Sorry, yeah, this is
All I was
much
saying is
different
we
information.
don't know where the body is. That's my whole point.
Like,
We all
did
got
any-
that vibe though, right? Like they were all like, oh yeah, the corn eats people sometimes. Oh well. Right? We all got that vibe?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been distracted. This house has a lot of Bible paraphernalia just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's got a Jesus throw rug, got like 8 crosses on the walls. I'm sorry, what were you all talking about?
Even
I'm
my
just distracted.
even my parents would tell him to tone it down.
Exactly.
But why would they not care that their daughter was eaten by a cornfield?
Well, they seem to be mad at her rebellious behavior, which is a little much, but you never know. Some parents are driven to hate their children for even smaller reasons. And it makes no sense. So,
Going to college and not mowing the lawn.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they're just. I don't know. No idea.
They're
Maybe
more
fixed-
old school versus new. What is it? Old Testament versus New Testament kind of folk.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway,
eye for an eye, and let's
sorry.
turn the other cheek.
Do we want to get in the car and just drive as far down this road as the gas will carry us?
I'm not against it.
Honestly, with the way distance and space works, or rather does not work around here, are we sure the road won't just lead us back into town?
No,
We're
but
not
the
sure of anything.
railway. The
God, we really
railway
are in
took,
Pleasantville.
What was her name? Cecilia. She said that when she left town and she went to college in South Carolina, I think it was.
North Carolina.
When she left by train, right? So if we drive up to the railway and like stay parallel with it, like this is a big old truck. It'll probably manage okay if it's relatively flat next to the train track.
We could drive on the train track. It should be wide enough.
That'll be one hell of a bumpy ride.
Well, it might be worth it if it gets us out of here.
Yeah.
Well, the railroad was here when the town was founded, supposedly.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
information.
What else do you know about the town's founding, Dee?
I don't know.
The train track was here.
Yeah, the train track was here. The
What else was here?
founders, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. The founders just and then she just kind of goes blank. Like her face goes blank.
Do you know why they chose to found it here?
At the mayor's house.
Like, why here and not somewhere else? It's not like it's next to a
Because
river or
this
anything.
is
right?
where no, it's not.
Because this is where
They were led.
they were led. Who led them?
The monster.
Okay. Well,
And indeed, like she
Her skin melts away.
She- so she doesn't pass out, she just kind of completely zones out, like you're not getting anything else from her. And when she was talking, it was kind of in a hollow voice. And
Train
that's
track
where we're
was
going.
here when the town was founded. Calling it now, it's a time traveling railway. It's from chat.
And that's where we're going to end. Is
Excellent.
okay. All right.
Awesome.
Next session, we need to get Lachlan some red string and a cork board.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Oh,
all
that
comes
was-
back to the.
But where's he going to set it up at?
Oh, he'll have it on like a wheelie base and bring it around with him.
Yeah, like the boards that teachers use that wheel in and out of the room.
Just
Exactly.
throw it in the back of the pickup truck.
One of those fold-up ones.
It's like
They
a poster
use
board
for science fairs.
fair.
They have the pickup. It can go in the back of the pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Just
We're
like,
gonna-
1 second, I need to get my board.
We're gonna go on a raid here in just a moment. Before we do, I want to let everybody say what their favorite part was and where we can find them next. We'll go over sort of from how we started. So, Nikki, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
I like when they went into the creepy garden party, whatever you call it.
That was cool.
They were just immediately creeped out by it.
With
And how you all
flaming hot
realized
Cheetos.
it didn't fit at all with the way the game has been. I really like that, how everybody reacted to it not fitting, and the people, and how Jason loved the music.
Oh yeah.
It's really good.
I was just leaning into my my boringness as a human.
your basic bitchness.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm
And,
supposed to-
where can folks find you?
Nick, and on Twitter, Nicole. And thank y'all for watching the game and for playing.
Yeah,
Of course.
been a lot of fun. All right. Emily, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
My favorite part was when my internet came back. No.
Yay!
I did really like the Garther's not even I did really like the Garther's not even my real name. And the kids yelling down the coronator. Like, okay, well, so much for trying to cover that up. I don't really have anything to plug. I'm just glad I was able to get in here. That was fun.
It's very fun. Awesome. Next, Ran, same questions.
So my favorite parts were, again, Jason at the party, where we found out that if Jason Gray was a color, he would be beige. I also really enjoyed Ben being like, I'm not wasting my flamethrower fuel on like petty concerns. That was really funny as well. And Gartha being like, anyone can steal your identity. I don't even have an identity. They still stole my identity. Like, those were all excellent moments. And also Lachlan blaming every single misunderstanding on being Australian. Excellent. Where can you find me? I'm on Twitter at RamPlaysGames, where I usually talk about my home games. I am, again, 90% through 90 different projects, so eventually I will have something to plug, but it is not today.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Josh, favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
Yeah. First, I'll say, I mean, is it being from Australia where most of misunderstandings happen? That seems actually pretty logical. As far as favorite part, I think for the entirety of it, I love how the character Jason, or I love how you lean into the fact that you're essentially the punching bag, and that all your roles also reflect that, and that it's just
the worst.
like the moment you roll above a 10 is when the game we're all gonna die. So police cars keep rolling low. You're keeping us all alive.
But then I slip that nat 20, random useless nat 20 in there always, for some skill that doesn't even really matter.
it's like how big of a booger do I pick? Natural 20.
Yeah. That's the best kind, nat 20 booger.
It's like pick a winner. As far as finding me, I mean, I have the Hobox thing on the screen, but really, to look for me, look up Teenagers and Troublemakers, the podcast with me and my kids. That's the thing I want to become a thing. And if you're interested in Mage Duel's rules for 5th edition, you can find that on DM's Guild, and you can get it for free. And please give me feedback. I want feedback more than anything else. But yeah, that should be it. Thank you.
Awesome. Leland, same questions.
My favorite part. Hold on, I was pulling up something for my plug section. All right, my favorite part. Let's see. My learning the lore about how the town relates to like runaway slave urban legends. That's super cool and gives it a lot like more of a like a lot more of a deeper meaning than just like, oh, spooky town, you know. So that's super cool. I also like learning about like just some of the lore, just mostly the lore drops in general, just the you know, the railroad being here first when the town popped up, just related to just how it's related to myth, how it's related to possibly like a witch maybe had sent us here, or something like that, some sort of black magic practitioner. I don't know what she would be classified as, a witch or whatever, but or maybe just someone who wanted to give us a cool vacation and help us. Maybe it's one of those like realize your true self type messages, like films with a message, you know, where we get sent to an alternate dimension so we can learn to appreciate our lives more. I don't know, maybe she's totally not a bad person and Garther just has scorned lover vibes.
I thought you were implying that this was like a massive super realistic escape room that we'd been dropped in for a moment.
Oh no, that would be good.
Free vacation. Appreciate it.
You gave away the
vacation,
end.
exactly. Anyway, Anna liked the character interaction. I expect the hallway role play, especially because Ben got to come in right around the same time. And it's funny because Emily's like, "What the hell are we doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're just shooting the shit in a 7-minute long hallway while we wait for the GM to get back." And it was just everyone just role played and made good use of the time. But it worked out. And as far as what to plug, I would like to, well, you can find me anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Leopold the Just. I'm a social media coordinator / consultant, so I share a lot about the stuff that I work for, and also try and boost other people's projects and stuff a lot more than I work on my own. But I do plan on trying to write some stuff for Zweihander at some point before the year is out, so maybe I have like
Awesome.
an outline. I have the outline for the game I ran on this channel last season that I could probably easily turn into like a little module and stuff, and flesh it out the rest of the way, and possibly because they have like a version of DM's Guild that's pretty cool. But also I'd like to plug a Kickstarter which is live right now and has like 6 days left to go. 6 days left to go. This is Necrobiotic. You can actually find a show playing this game on Saturdays at 12 p.m. Mountain Time, right?
Yep, that's our
12
next
p.m.
show.
Mountain Time. Yep. So tomorrow, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, you can actually watch this game played. Ran by Mitchell, who is one of my co-worker technically on this project. I am technically the marketing director for this Kickstarter, so come and check it out. It is it's a card-based tabletop RPG, and it's set in a world where the dead have been recycled and used to help maintain its humanity's existence in a cruel world. So it's an awesome game. Check out the project. Everything about it is really unique, and we're currently cracking open some stretch goals. Let's see, we're on our way to unlocking, I think, Noir at 45,000, right? Yeah, 45,000. We unlocked Noir Enigma. So if you follow him on
Awesome.
Twitter, then and you want to see him write some stuff, then help us get to 45,000. I mean, from someone this is like their 14th or 15th Kickstarter they've done. Don't worry, we're gonna nail 45,000. But it's just let's go ahead and nail it faster, so that way we can work on scooping up some of the other awesome talent for the bonus adventures and stuff. But yeah, come check it out.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That just leaves me my favorite part. I also really enjoyed the Garther's not even my real name, like that whole moment right there, and all the stuff with Miss Baptiste. That was like relevant, but also very different. And like stumbling into it felt a little bit out of left field until we started to figure out like some of the ties to it. So it was very disorienting in a cool way. I enjoyed that and having to figure out like, wait, how is this related? So I enjoyed that whole thing, and then the kids and Garther especially, using the kid as a shield every time, and Dick being like, Garther, dude.
If any of you were that small, he'd use you too.
Yeah, I know. And then the office with the portal door, that was fun. But yeah, it was a great episode. You can find me next tomorrow on the Necrobiotic game at Snowden in April, and I'll be playing Sophie Day, who is not a people person at all. She does much better with machines, and yeah, it's getting into some pretty cool story stuff. Come check it out at noon Mountain Time tomorrow, and then Animus Absentis at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Also a fundamental RPG game like this one is. And the crew has stumbled into a very, very big, very bad trap, and we're going to see what happens with that tomorrow. Other stuff to plug is sponsors. Fundamental RPG, it looks like this. You can pick up your own copy on Amazon if you want the physical book, or coffee.com/raven/shop if you want the digital version. It is the system that this game runs on. Animus, Standing Stones, and also the Blackfeather Paranormal Investigations. So we've got 4 shows running on that this season, all very different genres. So it's very versatile. Highly recommend it. You can also at coffee.com/raven/shop pick up Intrepid gear, which is adventuring gear for real life, apparel, drinkware, accessories, things like that with an adventure or tabletop theme to it. Very cool stuff. And then Die Hard Dice at dieharddice.com. They sell really great polymer and metal dice sets, as well as a lot of other accessories and things like that. They sent me this really amazing metal set. It's the Spellbinder Fey Queen. It is my very favorite set now. Highly recommend it. I have a lot of dice, so for me to say it is my favorite set is saying something. But you can pick up your own set at dieharddice.com. Use the code BlackFeatherJune, all one word, capital B, capital J. You can get 10% off your order. And then finally, if you want to catch up on this show or any others that we have on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. And then I will see you all tomorrow. We're going to go on a raid here. Again, Garther's not even my real name is our raid cry. Feel free to copy that out of chat. We're going to go raid Milady Saito. And then I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.